The awakening ceremony begins at a grand plaza, where a long line of hopefuls waits to touch the destiny-defining stele. One by one, students are assigned mundane professions, from blacksmiths to masons. A smug blonde man named Feng Yang scoffs at these life-type classes, deeming them utterly worthless. His followers eagerly praise him for awakening a rare and powerful combat profession, the Great Sword Warrior. As they boast, a quiet man in a white hoodie accidentally bumps into Feng Yang. Feng's lackey immediately flares up, furious that someone dared to touch his boss. The mysterious man offers a curt apology, his focus clearly fixed on reaching the stele. His calm dismissal leaves Feng Yang and his crew completely dumbfounded. Feng's surprise twists into a sinister smile as his subordinate speculates about the man's high status. The possibility of this stranger being a young master sparks a dangerous interest in Feng's eyes. The mysterious man is revealed to be Lin Han, the sole survivor of a family that was mysteriously annihilated. Feng Yang's crew openly mocks Lin Han, deriding the fallen prodigy for even daring to attend the ceremony. Unbothered by the ridicule, Lin Han simply smirks with an air of quiet confidence. He mentally dismisses Feng as a loud-mouthed weakling, unimpressed by his so-called rare profession. With a determined gaze, Lin Han places his hand on the stele, ready to reveal what true power is. An immense pillar of golden light erupts from the stone, projecting the image of a divine being and completely stunning the onlookers. The blinding spectacle forces everyone to shield their eyes as they begin to question if Lin Han is a true genius. Feng Yang's face contorts with rage and disbelief, terrified that Lin Han's success will turn him into a laughingstock. The stele finally reveals his destiny, carving out the words, "Special Inherited Hidden Profession, Beastmaster." The crowd murmurs in confusion, debating whether awakening as a beastmaster is a sign of genius or just a wasted opportunity. The crowd's awe fizzles out as they realize Lin Han is only a beastmaster. Feng Yang swaggers over, his confidence restored, ready to mock Lin Han's supposed change of fate. He laughs maniacally, declaring that a beastmaster with weak beasts is nothing but trash. Feng offers a humiliating deal, suggesting he'll fund a pathetic beast if Lin Han crawls before him. Unfazed, Lin Han calmly cleans his ear, deciding he's had enough of the loud-mouthed weakling. A predatory grin spreads across his face as he implies Feng is the perfect mutt for him to tame. The insult hits its mark, causing Feng's eyes to glow red with uncontrollable fury. He lunges forward with a glowing fist, intent on ending Lin Han right there. Suddenly, a swift black heel slices through the air, moving too fast to be seen. A mysterious silver-haired woman intercepts the attack, sending Feng flying with a brutal kick to the jaw. Feng Yang tumbles through the air, completely overpowered by the woman's swift kick. His attacker is revealed as Bai Bing, who fiercely declares Lin Han is under her protection. From the ground, Feng Yang stares up in humiliated disbelief at his formidable opponent. Swallowing his pride, the bully gathers his crew and makes a hasty retreat. He internally acknowledges Bai Bing's powerful background, vowing to settle the score with Lin Han another day. Bai Bing turns to Lin Han, playfully teasing him about his impressive awakening. Her playful demeanor shifts as she suddenly grabs his ear with a mischievous glint in her eye. She pulls him into a headlock, scolding him for sneaking into the ceremony and for his formal address. After the scolding, she waves a cheerful goodbye, leaving a thoroughly humbled Lin Han behind. Before leaving, she offers him a credit card, noting that his new profession will require a lot of funding. Bai Bing advises him to prioritize his strength, giving him a credit card to fund his journey. Lin Han gratefully accepts the card, internally vowing to repay her kindness for the rest of his life. His overly dramatic promise earns him another playful scolding from an exasperated Bai Bing. The scene shifts to Lin Han's humble apartment building, a stark contrast to his past. He steps into his modest home, the day's chaotic events finally behind him. Taking a deep breath, he prepares for the next crucial step in his plan. A holographic screen materializes, confirming the activation of his unique Divine Beastmaster system. A flashback reveals his tragic past, the sole survivor of a powerful family wiped out by a devastating beast tide. The immense grief from this tragedy overwhelmed the original Lin Han, leading to his demise. He then reveals a shocking secret. He is a transmigrator who took over this body at its moment of greatest despair. He reveals that his transmigration came with a special system, which only now begins to activate. Tears of joy stream down his face as he celebrates the end of a 3-year wait for this power-up. A holographic status screen materializes, detailing his new profession and impressive base stats. The system immediately issues a quest, demanding a large sum of money to unlock an overpowered mode. With a wicked grin, he decides to use the credit card from Bai Bing to see what this system is truly capable of. The moment the transaction completes, he is transported to a vast, star-filled dimension. A look of pure astonishment crosses his face as he takes in the breathtaking cosmic scenery. He stands before countless glowing capsules, each containing an ultra-rare beast, but he can only choose one. The gravity of the choice weighs on him, as his first beast will define his power for the foreseeable future. Trusting his gut, he points to a humanoid silhouette, confident that any system-issued beast will be powerful. With a gambler's resolve, he reaches for the capsule, which suddenly erupts in a blinding flash of light. The light coalesces into a menacing insectoid creature with glowing red eyes, his very first beast materializing before him. The system congratulates him on acquiring a legendary primordial beast, which now sits as a tiny ant on his fingertip. His face falls in utter disbelief, realizing he just blew a fortune on what appears to be a completely ordinary ant. Before he can demand a refund, the system forcibly initiates a contract and begins the ant's evolution into its second form. The evolution finishes, transforming the tiny ant into a stunning silver-haired woman clad in a futuristic combat suit. His shock gives way to pure ecstasy, realizing this incredible surprise has just guaranteed his success in the upcoming trial exam. The next day, the newly awakened students assemble at the Shadow Mountains for their first official training trial. A stern instructor named Cao Chong announces he's taking over for Bai Bing, who was called away on an emergency. While the instructor explains the portal will send them to level-appropriate zones, Lin Han stands calmly with his primordial beast perched on his shoulder. A concerned friend, Long Tianjiao, approaches Lin Han to check on him before the trial. The berserker, his sworn brother, offers to help him catch some starter beasts, worried about his new profession. Just then, Feng Yong interrupts, sneering at the idea of a beastmaster needing help. The bully leans in with a vicious grin, offering to give Lin Han a beast if he acts like a dog. Lin Han turns with a calm smirk, cleverly twisting the insult back at his tormentor. Feng Yong falls right into the trap, laughing as he prepares to answer the loaded question. The bully's laughter dies as he realizes he's just been tricked into insulting himself. Utterly humiliated, Feng Yong explodes with rage and launches a furious kick at Lin Han's head. The powerful attack is stopped dead in its tracks by a single outstretched hand. Lin Han effortlessly catches the kick, looking down on his attacker with a condescending smirk. Feng Yong reels in disbelief, unable to comprehend how a mere beastmaster could possess such overwhelming strength. The instructor, Cao Chong, breaks up the confrontation, impatiently ordering Lin Han to enter the portal for his trial. His friend offers to join him for safety, but Lin Han confidently reassures him that he'll be fine on his own. Feng Yong smirks from a distance, revealing he's already conspired with the instructor to ensure Lin Han's demise in the trial. As Lin Han steps toward the portal, the instructor's gaze darkens, revealing his own sinister motive for getting rid of him. He internally declares Bai Bing as his own, vowing to eliminate any rival who stands in his way. Stepping through the portal, Lin Han finds himself in a dark, ominous cave, immediately sensing something is wrong. He discovers a warning sign revealing he's been sent to a high-level zone, far too dangerous for a newly awakened student. Realizing the setup, Lin Han simply smirks, completely unfazed by the life-threatening sabotage. Just then, a pack of vicious, glowing-eyed gale wolves emerges from the shadows, surrounding their new prey. Lin Han recognizes the pack of gale wolves, completely unfazed by the ambush. He smirks, rousing his tiny companion for battle and scoffing at the instructor's weak plot. The primordial beast leaps into action, erupting in a brilliant light as it begins to transform. The light reveals a stunning silver-haired warrior clad in futuristic blue armor. She declares her readiness as a system screen displays her incredible combat stats. With his own stats now boosted, Lin Han grins eagerly as the system issues his first battle quest. She instantly engages the enemy, delivering a devastating punch to the first wolf that lunges at her. In a matter of seconds, she stands victorious over the entire pack of defeated gale wolves. Her expression remains completely serene, hinting that the high-level monsters were no challenge at all. Lin Han marvels at her efficiency, already imagining how unstoppable she'll be once fully grown. Lin Han checks his status, pleased to find he's already reached level 6 in just a few minutes. His primordial beast reverts to a smaller form, looking up at him with wide, innocent eyes. He playfully dismisses any comparison, acknowledging her legendary status as an ancient beast. Despite her immense power, he finds it hard to see her as ferocious, patting her head like a doting owner. She suddenly transforms back to her adult form, closing the distance and causing a flustered Lin Han to blush. Unseen by them, a group of mercenaries watches from the shadows, confused by the powerful woman's presence. The hidden assailants are captivated by her appearance, remarking on her stunning looks. Their leader smirks with a sinister glint, agreeing it would be a waste to simply eliminate her. A more cautious member of the group suggests a plan. ambush her together to create an opening to take out Lin Han. He turns to his comrades for confirmation, only to be met with a chilling and unnerving silence. He turns to find the silver-haired warrior standing over his fallen comrades, her expression chillingly calm. Her eyes glow with menacing red light as she questions their intent to harm her master, terrifying the remaining mercenary. Realizing she silently dispatched his men, the leader estimates her power and makes a desperate dash to escape. He screams for his men to capture Lin Han, but the primordial beast is already closing the distance with terrifying speed. The mercenary leader pushes himself to run faster, but her glowing fist is just inches from connecting. Her powerful strike lands squarely on his back, sending him crashing to the ground with overwhelming force. Lin Han watches the brutal takedown, his expression hardening as he orders his beast to stand down. She lands gracefully before him as he grimly notes the extreme danger of this supposed beginner's zone. Suddenly, a colossal level 22 Gale Wolf King emerges from the darkness, dwarfing them both with its immense size. The defeated mercenary leader, battered and broken, weakly reaches out, pleading for help against the new threat. The colossal Wolf King crushes the mercenary leader underfoot, ending his plea for help permanently. A new system quest appears, challenging them to slay the level 22 beast as Lin Han sizes up his formidable new opponent. Lin Han wisely suggests a tactical retreat, recognizing the immense power gap between them and the Wolf King. But his primordial beast flashes a battle-hungry grin, her glowing eyes showing she's eager for the fight. Seeing her resolve, Lin Han abandons caution and gives the order to engage the massive alpha. The Gale Wolf King roars in fury, its gaping maw ready to tear its new challengers apart. Unflinching, the silver-haired warrior meets the charge, catching the beast's powerful jaws in her hands. She grits her teeth, holding back the immense biting force with sheer unyielding strength. With a surge of power, she sends the massive wolf stumbling backward with a staggering blow. The Wolf King recovers instantly, unleashing a high-speed skill to reposition for a devastating counterattack. The Wolf King's speed catches her off guard, sending her flying with a powerful blow. A massive explosion rocks the cave as Lin Han braces against the shockwave from the attack. His primordial beast is forced to a knee, momentarily stunned by the alpha's overwhelming power. The Wolf King looms over her, raising a massive claw to deliver the finishing blow. It unleashes a furious barrage of high-speed claw strikes, determined to shred its opponent. The silver-haired warrior grits her teeth, barely managing to block the relentless assault. Lin Han grimaces, acknowledging that the massive level gap is too much for her to overcome in a head-on clash. Suddenly, the Wolf King changes tactics, turning its furious gaze toward the seemingly weaker Lin Han. It launches a surprise attack, surrounding Lin Han with multiple spectral copies of itself. But Lin Han smirks, effortlessly grabbing one of the phantoms and dismissing the tactic as childish. He roars with excitement, thanking the wolf for delivering its phantoms right to his doorstep. With a swift strike, he shatters another phantom, revealing this was all part of his plan to take down the king. His eyes gleam with cold focus as he prepares to dismantle the next spectral attacker. He demonstrates shocking strength, prying open the phantom's jaws with his bare hands. A final decisive blow completes his battle quest, shattering the last of the wolf's illusions. The system rewards him with beast points, which he immediately uses to command his beast to unleash a new skill. His primordial beast holds her ground, her eyes glowing red as she prepares to execute the command. He spends his newly acquired points to unlock a powerful new ability for his companion. The warrior reverts to her tiny ant form, rocketing toward the colossal wolf like a glowing blue bullet. The three-headed Wolf King stares in utter confusion, completely baffled by the minuscule yet terrifying projectile. The tiny projectile unleashes a devastating barrage, piercing straight through the Wolf King's massive body. In its new armored ant form, the beast flexes with a confident, almost comical display of power. The minuscule warrior poses triumphantly before the colossal beast, proving size means nothing against pure power. Reverting to her humanoid form, she lets out a furious battle cry, channeling immense energy for the final blow. She becomes a streak of dark energy, launching herself through the air for a devastating finishing move. The attack culminates in a cataclysmic explosion, completely obliterating the level 22 Wolf King. Lin Han stares in utter shock as the system confirms the boss was instantly killed, leaving his beast panting from the exertion. She flashes a terrifyingly feral grin, her glowing red eyes showing just how much she enjoyed the fight. Reverting to a chibi form, she looks up at her master with the same ferocious expression, surprising him with her attitude. The system chimes in, announcing that the Gale Wolf King has dropped an exclusive weapon for Lin Han to collect. The system confirms her powerful frenzied strike has ended, leaving her looking slightly dazed. Her battle-crazed expression vanishes, replaced by one of pure childlike adoration for her master. She excitedly leaps into his arms, proudly seeking praise for defeating the massive beast. The unexpected contact sends a jolt through Lin Han, leaving him momentarily stunned. A deep blush spreads across his face as he processes the unfamiliar and overwhelming sensation. The adrenaline wears off and she suddenly looks at him with an exhausted, flushed expression. Her eyelids grow heavy as the immense energy she expended finally catches up to her. She reverts to her tiny form and promptly falls asleep, much to Lin Han's relief. He gently cradles her head in his lap, thanking her for her hard work and telling her to rest. While she recharges in energy-saving mode, he marvels at how this new world system mirrors the video games of his past life. With his companion resting, Lin Han turns his attention to the system, eager to see what loot the defeated monsters dropped. He's stunned to find a rare silver-quality sword, the Wolf Fang Grip, a drop far better than he ever expected. The system also reveals a bronze-tier ice staff, a valuable piece of gear he can easily sell for a hefty profit. With a smug grin, he decides to check his own progress, curious to see how much he's leveled up from the boss fight. He's shocked to discover he's already hit the level cap of 10, with the system demanding a job advancement to progress further. Looking over the defeated wolves, he realizes his initial plan to grind in the cave is now completely obsolete. His gaze shifts to the unconscious mercenaries, deciding to find out who orchestrated this little welcoming party. A dangerous glint appears in his eyes, realizing his new life is about to get much more interesting. Hours later, outside the trial grounds, Cao Chong gathers the medical team, announcing the students will soon return through the portal. The instructor smirks with malicious intent, internally hoping that a certain student won't be coming back alive. Just as he revels in his scheme, a sharp voice cuts through the air, calling out his name. The crowd parts to reveal Bai Bing, her presence silencing the field as students wonder why she's returned. Cao Chong quickly puts on a friendly facade, assuring her that her presence isn't needed. But Bai Bing's icy glare cuts him off, as she gets straight to the point and demands answers about Lin Han's trial. He tries to justify his actions with a smug smile, lecturing her on the importance of treating all students equally. The instructor then makes a sleazy offer, suggesting a private meeting to share his experience with her. Her fury erupts as she grabs his collar, pressing a cold blade to his throat and demanding the truth. The terrified instructor plays dumb, pretending he has no idea what she's talking about. She spells it out for him, accusing him of sending a brand new student into a deadly high-level zone. The blade digs deeper as she questions if he targeted Lin Han simply because he's an easy, unprotected target. With a nervous smile, Cao Chong tries to push the blade away, claiming she's misunderstood his intentions. He argues that a beastmaster needs hardship to grow, even claiming he sent assistants to help Lin Han. Unconvinced, Bai Bing issues a chilling ultimatum, demanding he pray for Lin Han's safe return. Her eyes narrow as she makes a grim promise to repay any harm done to Lin Han in kind. He feigns compliance but internally seethes, convinced her tough act is just a temporary front. His thoughts darken, eagerly anticipating the moment her confidence shatters upon seeing Lin Han's demise. He indulges in a twisted fantasy, believing the situation could somehow work to his advantage with her. Their tense standoff is suddenly interrupted by an announcement that the students are returning from the trial. The first student to emerge is Leng Lingsui, a rare storm mage and one of the school's top talents. Even Feng Yang watches her with admiration, acknowledging her status as the school's #1 prodigy. Feng Yang immediately tries to cozy up to Leng Lingsui, suggesting they get acquainted as fellow geniuses. She effortlessly sidesteps his advance, leaving him to stumble past her in an awkward display. With an icy stare, she dismisses him, implying that only the old Lin Han was ever worthy of her attention. Her brutal rejection leaves Feng Yang seething with humiliation and rage. Just then, another student's feet appear, stepping out from the glowing portal. Lin Han's friend Long Tianjiao emerges, anxiously asking if his sworn brother has returned yet. Feng Yang immediately confronts him, sneering that while he survived, Lin Han must have perished in the trial. The cruel taunt instantly ignites Long Tianjiao's fury, his expression hardening with anger. He challenges Feng Yang to repeat the insult, who gladly obliges, mocking Lin Han's chances of survival. Before the confrontation can escalate, the instructor roars for them to be silent. The instructor condescendingly tells Long Tianjiao to stop worrying about others and focus on himself. He impatiently shoos the loyal friend aside, telling him not to block the path for other students. Long Tianjiao turns away, defiantly insisting to himself that his friend will absolutely make it back. Meanwhile, Feng Yang's lackeys fawn over him, massaging his shoulders after his supposedly difficult trial. As more time passes, Long Tianjiao's worry grows, wondering why Lin Han is the only one not back yet. Feng's crew seizes the opportunity to mock him, loudly declaring that the beastmaster must have perished inside. Suddenly, a small rock flies through the air with incredible speed and precision. The projectile ricochets off one lackey's head and smacks Feng Yong, silencing their taunts with a yelp of pain. Long Tianjiao's face instantly lights up with pure joy and relief at the sudden turn of events. Lin Han finally emerges from the portal, casually remarking on all the noisy dogs as his friend calls out his name in delight. Long Tianjiao rushes forward, ecstatic that his friend has finally returned from the trial. From the side, Bai Bing watches the reunion with a look of quiet relief. The instructor seethes, wondering how Lin Han survived the 3 mercenaries he sent to eliminate him. He dismisses it as luck, his eyes glinting with a promise that this isn't over. Feng Yong recovers his composure, mocking Lin Han and guessing he just hid in a corner to survive. Long Tianjiao explodes with anger, accusing Feng Yong of judging others by his own cowardly standards. Feng Yong smirks, cryptically suggesting that the true coward will be revealed soon enough. He then points at Lin Han, declaring that hiding for so long is the very definition of cowardice. Lin Han calmly stops his friend from lunging forward, then turns to ask Feng Yong if he's finished his pointless barking. With a confident smirk, he informs the bully that his skills aren't even worthy of cleaning his beast's shoes. The insult enrages Feng Yong, his expression twisting with fury. He challenges Lin Han to a public bet, wagering money against his rival's dignity. Lin Han confidently accepts, while his friend desperately tries to de-escalate the situation. He calmly asks the instructor not to interfere, framing it as a personal duel. The instructor agrees, reminding them that a bet made in public must be honored. A sinister smile spreads across Cao Chong's face, pleased that Lin Han is digging his own grave. Bai Bing observes from the sidelines, recognizing the familiar scheming look in Lin Han's eyes. With the term set, the instructor officially begins the level comparison. Long Tianjiao steps forward in solidarity, revealing his level 2 berserker status to support his friend. Feng Yong scoffs at the low level, proudly displaying his own level 3 status as the mark of a true genius. Feng's crew erupts in cheers, praising his level 3 status as a sign of true genius. Long Tianjiao's face falls, realizing with a jolt of panic that Feng Yong is unexpectedly strong. The bully turns his attention to Lin Han, confidently declaring it's impossible for a beastmaster to surpass him. He leans in with a sneer, demanding both Lin Han and his friend show him proper respect by kneeling. Just as Long Tianjiao is about to retaliate, Lin Han calmly holds him back. He reassures his friend with a confident smile, dismissing Feng Yong's power as completely insignificant. Lin Han steps forward, a powerful aura exploding around him as a screen reveals his true level. The entire crowd, including the instructor, is left utterly speechless by the impossible number on display. A system window confirms it. Lin Han is a level 10 beast tamer, standing calmly amidst the shockwaves of his reveal. Feng Yong's smugness shatters into disbelief, furiously questioning how a trash profession could achieve such a feat. Feng Yong furiously accuses Lin Han of cheating, insisting that not even the school's top prodigy could achieve such a level. Lin Han smirks, mocking his rival's ignorance and hinting at the true power of a hidden class. He turns to the instructor, calling on him to witness the bet's outcome and ensure Feng Yong honors his humiliating loss. With a sly smile, he adds a veiled threat, asking the instructor to thank the assistants who tried to protect him. The instructor breaks into a cold sweat, realizing Lin Han survived the ambush and now holds evidence against him. His panic quickly morphs into murderous intent, vowing to silence the young man for good to protect his career. From the sidelines, the prodigy Lang Lingsui watches in shock, acknowledging that the former genius has returned. She reveals her own level 5 status, her eyes filled with a new determination to catch up to him. Lin Han then turns to Bai Bing, casually asking why she returned from her important business. She gives a playful smile, explaining that her work was done and she couldn't possibly ignore her duties. His friend proudly boasts to Bai Bing about Lin Han's rapid growth, predicting he'll soon be invincible. The silver-haired instructor looks momentarily surprised by the bold declaration. Suddenly, the enraged instructor lunges from behind, determined to land a fatal blow on Lin Han. Bai Bing reacts instantly, pushing Lin Han aside as she moves to intercept the treacherous attack. She blocks the glowing fist, angrily questioning why he would attack a student in violation of the rules. Cao Chong snarls, telling her that the academy's regulations mean nothing to him. He doubles down on his attack, declaring his intent to eliminate Lin Han as the blow connects with her guard. The sheer force of the impact sends Bai Bing stumbling backward, struggling against his power. She skillfully breaks her fall, using the ground to absorb the shock and prepare for a counter. With a fierce glare, she launches a powerful kick, vowing he will not harm Lin Han while she is present. Lin Han watches with concern, realizing Bai Bing is at a disadvantage against the more powerful instructor. The instructor grabs her leg, enraged that his feelings for her were ignored in favor of protecting Lin Han. He uses his strength to flip her upside down, throwing her completely off balance. With a sinister grin, he holds her in a vulnerable position, declaring he'll collect some interest. Suddenly, a fist flies through the air, aimed squarely at the instructor's face. Lin Han lands a powerful kick to the instructor's jaw, breaking his hold on Bai Bing. He swiftly catches the silver-haired woman, steadying her before she can fall. Holding her close, he checks if she's all right as she looks up at him, flustered but unharmed. Lin Han then turns to the fallen instructor, demanding an explanation for the treacherous sneak attack. The instructor gets to his feet, furiously revealing he sent 3 high-level assistants after Lin Han who never returned. Feng Yong chimes in from the crowd, accusing Lin Han of ruthlessly killing the men for experience. The instructor seizes the opportunity, vowing to deliver justice and punish Lin Han for his supposed cruelty. His self-righteous tirade is cut short as an object lands heavily at his feet, silencing him instantly. Lin Han coolly asks if this lifeless mercenary is one of the assistants he sent to help. The instructor stares down in utter shock, confirming that his subordinate is truly gone. His panic quickly morphs into a sinister grin, realizing that the dead can't testify against him. He points an accusatory finger, demanding Lin Han explain how he'll talk his way out of this. Lin Han calmly claims he was just being a good Samaritan by bringing the body back from the mountains. He then takes a pointed jab at the instructor for sending his men to their doom and feigning ignorance. Crouching by the body, he laments how the man was used as a pawn, a clear taunt aimed at Cao Chong. Lin Han's final taunt pushes the instructor over the edge, his face contorting with pure rage. Losing all composure, Cao Chong lunges forward, determined to silence Lin Han permanently. Bai Bing and Long Tianjiao cry out in alarm, powerless to stop the instructor's sudden attack. But Lin Han remains completely still, effortlessly halting the powerful blow with an unseen force. The instructor furiously tries to justify his actions, claiming he's only seeking revenge for his fallen subordinate. Lin Han easily brushes the attack aside, questioning whether the instructor's motive is revenge or silencing a witness. From the sidelines, Feng Yong and his lackeys cheer on the instructor, eager to see Lin Han get punished. Enraged, Cao Chong unleashes a furious barrage of high-speed punches, aiming to overwhelm his opponent. To the instructor's disbelief, Lin Han gracefully sidesteps every single strike with impossible ease. Acknowledging the power gap, Lin Han creates distance, knowing he can't win a direct confrontation just yet. Lin Han reveals he has more than just his fists, summoning a weapon from thin air. He materializes the powerful ice staff he looted from the Gale Wolf King. The instructor is caught completely off guard as a wave of ice erupts, trapping his foot. Lin Han follows up with a powerful kick, sending the stunned instructor flying backward. The instructor smashes into a distant cliff face, the impact shattering the rock. He catches his breath, acknowledging his recent level up gave him just enough power to create an opening. With a confident smirk, he decides it's time for his true powerhouse to take over. He knows that while his own stats are impressive, his primordial beast is on another level entirely. The tiny beast on his shoulder erupts with power, its eyes glowing as it begins to transform. She reappears in her powerful humanoid form, her glowing red eyes promising a swift end for the instructor. She faces the cornered instructor, vowing to eliminate anyone who dares to harm her master. The instructor's eye glows with fury as he prepares to retaliate against this new threat. Their powers collide in a cataclysmic clash of red and blue energy, shaking the very ground. The blinding explosion forces the entire crowd to shield their eyes from the overwhelming spectacle. With a single, decisive strike, the primordial beast sends the instructor hurtling toward the ground. Lin Han's friend cheers in amazement, impressed that his brother had such a powerful ally hidden away. Bai Bing watches with a stunned expression, completely bewildered by the sudden appearance of this mysterious warrior. Feng Yong and his lackeys stare in disbelief, unable to process that their powerful instructor was just defeated. The primordial beast lets out a furious roar, her rage-filled eyes signaling she's ready to deliver the final blow. Lin Han quickly intervenes, reaching out to call his overzealous companion back before she goes too far. Her battle rage vanishes, replaced by a look of wide-eyed surprise as she snaps back to her senses. Lin Han decides to conceal her true power, realizing it's too early to reveal a primordial beast's existence. She playfully clings to his arm, teasing him for being a good master before he orders her to change back. With a cheerful expression, she happily agrees to revert to her less conspicuous form. In a flash of light, she transforms back into her armored insectoid state. The tiny beast zips through the air, landing discreetly on Lin Han's shoulder. The instructor gets to his feet, furiously accusing Lin Han of multiple crimes now that his powerful ally has vanished. His eyes glow with righteous fury as he declares Lin Han a morally corrupt student. He unleashes his full power, his body crackling with energy as he vows to deliver severe punishment. But his attack is halted by a single polished shoe stepping firmly onto his shoulder, stopping him cold. A distinguished man pins the instructor down, warning him against making false accusations. Cao Cheng looks up in utter shock, stammering in disbelief at the newcomer's arrival. The man is revealed to be the Academy's dean, a powerful level 56 celestial master. The instructor immediately points to Lin Han, accusing him of murdering the assistant for personal gain. He furiously demands justice, insisting that Lin Han tried to kill him and must be punished. With the body as his supposed evidence, he pleads with the dean to take action against the student. Lin Han scoffs at the pathetic display, unimpressed by the instructor's fabricated story. The dean calmly turns to Lin Han, who suggests he examine the body to learn the truth. The dean agrees, levitating the body in a sphere of energy to begin his investigation. He quickly concludes the man's fatal injuries were caused by a large, powerful beast, not a human. The instructor desperately insists that even if a beast was the cause, Lin Han is still somehow responsible. Lin Han mockingly compliments Cao Cheng's impressive talent for shifting blame. He then directly accuses the instructor of sending the man to ambush him, only for the plan to fail spectacularly. Bai Bing steps forward, informing the dean that the instructor already had a history of endangering Lin Han. The cornered instructor frantically pleads his innocence, claiming he's being slandered. He roars that it's all just Lin Han's word against his, with absolutely no proof to back it up. The dean turns to Lin Han, calmly asking if he has any evidence for his serious accusation. Cao Cheng smirks internally, confident that with his men gone, there are no witnesses left to expose him. Lin Han calmly explains he has his reasons for being so confident, summoning a glowing holographic sphere. The sphere projects a live feed of the other two mercenaries, captured and very much alive. Bai Bing and his friends stare in confusion at the live projection. He explains that the men were spying on him when they stumbled upon the Gale Wolf King, resulting in one casualty. With a knowing smirk, he wonders aloud why the instructor would send men to monitor him in the first place. He prods one of the captives, suggesting they can provide the real answer. The mercenaries break down, screaming a full confession about the instructor's plot to eliminate Lin Han. The source of their terror is revealed, tiny biting ants crawling all over their feet. Lin Han internally gloats, realizing how simple interrogation is with his primordial beast. He turns back to the stunned instructor, calmly demanding an explanation for the conspiracy. Enraged and exposed, Cao Cheng curses his subordinates and makes a desperate attempt to flee. But his escape is cut short as a powerful lightning prison erupts from the ground, trapping him completely. The instructor writhes in agony, trapped within the dean's powerful lightning cage. The dean calmly lectures the disgraced instructor for abusing his power and targeting a student. With a cold, decisive gaze, the dean informs Cao Cheng that he will face the Academy's judgment. With the situation handled, Bai Bing takes Lin Han's hand, suggesting it's time to leave. Their departure is cut short as the school's top prodigy, Lang Ling Sui, steps into their path. She gets straight to the point, her piercing gaze demanding to know if he truly defeated the Gale Wolf King. Invading his personal space, she presses for details on how he accomplished such an impossible feat. She grabs his hand, logically deducing that he couldn't have fought the beast directly without help. Closing the distance, she concludes he must have a powerful beast and demands a mock battle to see it for herself. Lin Han is taken aback, realizing the school's icy prodigy is actually a battle-obsessed enthusiast. Bai Bing intervenes, stopping the prodigy's aggressive line of questioning. She lectures Lang Lingsui, reminding her that now is a time for rest, not rivalry. The two powerful women stare each other down as Bai Bing firmly rejects the battle challenge on Lin Han's behalf. Caught between the two intense women, Lin Han awkwardly tries to break the tension. He nervously suggests they all call it a day, hoping to escape the escalating confrontation. His attempt to change the subject with small talk is met with icy glares from both women. Bai Bing internally questions Lin Han's newfound popularity, wondering when he became such a ladies' man. With the situation seemingly diffused, Bai Bing announces her departure and tells the students to head home. But the moment she's gone, the relentless prodigy corners Lin Han again, demanding an answer. He placates her with a promise of a future battle, finally getting the persistent prodigy to back down. Lin Han wonders why Bai Bing seemed so upset, guessing it was because he secretly joined the trial. He quickly dismisses the thought, deciding to focus on the more pressing matters at hand. His next stop is the Dark Shadow Mountain Range Exchange, a place to offload his valuable loot. Inside, he thinks about how selling his new gear will cover his expenses and repay his debt to Bai Bing. The exchange's manager, Tien Bien, approaches him asking to inspect the equipment he wishes to sell. Lin Han confidently materializes the ice staff and wolf fang grip, explaining where he found them. The manager stares in shock at the high-quality items, catching Lin Han's attention. He apologizes for his reaction before asking if the young man is indeed Lin Han. The manager's expression warms as he reveals he's an old friend of Lin Han's father. He praises Lin Han's incredible strength, seeing it as a sign that the Lin family's honor will soon be restored. Lin Han flashes a sly grin, deciding to use this new connection to his advantage. The manager agrees with a knowing smile, recognizing the young man's potential and the value of his items. As they discuss the deal, the high-quality weapons float between them, radiating power. Tianbian makes a generous opening offer of 5 million, citing his friendship with Lin Han's father. But Lin Han counters, insisting that business is business and the rare gear is worth much more. The two engage in a playful negotiation, haggling over the final price with friendly banter. Lin Han happily accepts the final offer, pleased that he managed to secure an even better deal than he'd hoped for. They shake on it, with the manager feeling like he's been cleverly outmaneuvered by the young prodigy. A woman presents him with his payment and a VIP card, granting him special status at the exchange. Lin Han accepts the cards, with the manager encouraging him to return with any future finds. With his business concluded, Lin Han decides to browse for some magic scrolls while he's there. As he leaves, the manager watches him go, marveling at the young man's immense potential. The manager smiles, confident that he'll have many more opportunities to work with this rising star. Arriving home, Lin Han finds a heavily armored truck and a distinguished-looking man waiting for him. He approaches the man, surprised to see his family's old acquaintance, Butler Liu. The butler, a high-ranking member of the Bai family, greets the young master with formal respect. Lin Han acknowledges their long separation since his family's decline and asks the reason for his visit. The butler reveals Bai Bing ventured into a dangerous realm to capture a beast for him, but was grounded for her recklessness. Lin Han is stunned, realizing the incredible risk she took just to help him. The butler then prepares to open the truck, adding that he also has a message from Bai Bing's grandfather. The butler coldly informs Lin Han that with the beast delivered, the Bai family's debt is paid. With a stern glare, he warns the young man to stay away from his mistress from now on. Lin Han is visibly stunned by the sudden and harsh dismissal. He quickly corrects his familiar address, acknowledging the new formal distance between them. Clenching his fist, Lin Han declares he never asked for their help and won't start now. He turns his back on the butler, proudly rejecting the beast and their so-called charity. Walking away, he sends a clear message that he needs nothing from the Bai family. But the butler's eyes gleam with power, stating that what the Bai family offers cannot be refused. He erupts with a golden aura, lunging forward to teach the boy a lesson about his place. Lin Han's eye flashes with a dangerous red light, ready to meet the challenge head-on. The butler's attack is instantly nullified, his face contorting in shock from an unseen force. Lin Han meets his gaze with cold fury, his own powerful aura flaring to life. The butler is thrown backward by an invisible pressure, completely baffled by the young man's power. He's gripped by a sudden fear, unable to comprehend why this supposedly weak student terrifies him. His pride refuses to accept the reality that he's being completely overwhelmed by a mere boy. With the power struggle over, Lin Han casually flicks a bank card toward the stunned butler. The butler catches the card, his expression a mixture of irritation and confusion. He tells the butler to return the money to Bai Bing with interest, declaring he will not be indebted to anyone. He issues a final, chilling warning to the butler never to cross him again. Left speechless, the butler wonders how the boy from a fallen family could possess such overwhelming confidence and power. Back at his apartment, Lin Han finally has a moment to process the day's chaotic events. He lies on his bed, frustrated that despite his efforts to keep his distance, Bai Bing's family still forced their way into his life. Pushing the frustrating thoughts aside, he closes his eyes to rest before his important job advancement quest. As he drifts off, his tiny primordial beast quietly crawls up beside him. The tiny creature gives his cheek an affectionate nudge, a silent show of support. His sleep is suddenly interrupted as a brilliant light floods the room. He opens his eyes to find his beast in her humanoid form, leaning over him with a playful grin. She then snuggles up to him, thanking him for his efforts with a peaceful smile. The next day, he arrives at the majestic job advancement hall, a system message guiding him to his designated room. As he walks through the hall, he overhears students buzzing about the trash beastmaster who hit level 10 and defeated an instructor. Lin Han sighs, realizing his reputation has spread so fast that he'll need to be more discreet to avoid unwanted attention. He continues walking through the hall, his footsteps echoing as he heads toward his destination. He enters a vast chamber dominated by a massive, floating blue crystal that will assign his quest. Following the receptionist's instructions, he reaches out to place his hand on the crystal's surface. As his hand makes contact, he hopes his level 10 quest won't be anything too ridiculous. The crystal immediately displays his mission, a 5-star quest to hunt thunder eagles in the shattered ruins. Suddenly, a massive screen broadcasts the 5-star difficulty of his quest, stunning everyone in the hall. The crowd murmurs in disbelief, recognizing it as a legendary hell difficulty quest that's nearly impossible to clear alone. Lin Han facepalms in frustration, lamenting his terrible luck for drawing such an absurdly difficult task. The quest details remain on full display, confirming for the entire hall that he's been assigned a legendary challenge. The crowd erupts, questioning who could be so unlucky to trigger a 5-star quest. Lin Han stretches in relief, glad the system kept his identity private and saved him from unwanted attention. With his mission in hand, he decides there's no time to delay and prepares to depart. The scene transitions to the shattered ruins, a desolate wasteland of ancient, crumbling architecture. Within the ruins lies a mercenary outpost, where soldiers gather near military vehicles and tents. One muscular mercenary lounges in a chair, complaining about the lack of work and his dwindling funds. His sharp eyes suddenly snap open, sensing an unfamiliar presence nearby. Lin Han calmly strolls into the camp, immediately catching the mercenary's attention. Another group of mercenaries spots him, their leader eyeing him like a profitable opportunity. The muscular man calls out from behind, asking if the well-dressed young man is there on a mission. The muscular mercenary confidently offers his group services, even throwing in a special discount. Lin Han dismisses him without a second glance, continuing on his way and leaving the man stunned. The persistent mercenary tries to stop him, offering to waive the fee entirely just to make a friend. Lin Han's hand flashes out, intercepting the man's wrist with a bone-crushing grip. His eyes glow with cold fury as he issues a chilling threat, warning the man to back down. With a single fluid motion, he sends the burly mercenary stumbling to the ground in pain. Lin Han deduces that mercenaries offering freebies aren't looking for friends, but for easy prey to rob and kill. The defeated mercenary glares at Lin Han's retreating back, vowing to get his revenge. Just as he's about to give chase, another mercenary warns him to stand down. A red-haired woman, the group's leader, crushes a glass, reminding her subordinate that they can't make a move with security watching. The red-haired leader smirks, vowing to deal with Lin Han once he leaves the safety of the outpost. Lin Han ventures deeper into the desolate wasteland, taking in the stark, alien landscape. He decides it's time for backup, summoning his primordial beast in a flash of brilliant light. His companion appears in her humanoid form, and he promises her she'll get a proper fight today. He's suddenly surprised as a new system notification pops up unexpectedly. The system reveals a new boss-level mission: hunt the Thunder Spirit Apostle to obtain the Heart of Thunder. He smiles, realizing the quest reward is a valuable item that will significantly power up his beast. Unsure of the target's location, he decides to buy some intel from his new contact at the exchange. He tells his companion they'll tackle the job advancement quest first, and she happily agrees. Their path is suddenly blocked by a pack of vicious, wolf-like level 15 Thunder Eagles. His companion effortlessly holds her ground, unleashing a powerful attack that repels the entire pack of beasts. Unable to break through her defense, the Thunder Eagles change targets and lunge toward the seemingly vulnerable Lin Han. Lin Han smirks, revealing a magic scroll and mocking their decision to attack him after failing against his beast. He unleashes the scroll's power, summoning a massive fireball and daring the creatures to face his magic. With a cheerful grin, he muses about how delicious roasted Thunder Eagle might be. The beasts stare up in pure horror, their confidence shattering as the giant orb of fire descends. A powerful cluster of fireballs rains down, engulfing the pack in a series of fiery explosions. System notifications confirm their defeat and reward him with an energy stone, but strangely award him 0 experience. As the survivors try to flee, a system warning explains he's hit his level cap and can't gain XP until his quest is done. Lin Han reveals more magic scrolls, declaring that his mission isn't over and the beasts aren't getting away that easily. Lin Han urges his companion to finish off the terrified beasts amidst the fiery explosions. With the battle over, he inspects his loot, pleased that the expensive scrolls were so effective. He checks his beast's stats, noting she's now level 15, but regrets the wasted experience for himself. He reaches into his pocket, ready to act on his next plan. He pulls out his phone, receiving a timely message from the exchange manager with the intel he requested. The message pinpoints the target's location, but includes a stark warning about its high difficulty. Undeterred, he tells his eager companion it's time to set off for their next objective. From a distance, the red-haired mercenary leader watches them go, her eyes gleaming with greed. Her subordinate asks if it's time to strike, but she tells him to be patient and let their target gather more loot. She decides it's wiser to wait until both Lin Han and his powerful companion are exhausted from fighting. They find their target, a level 17 Thunder Spirit Apostle, sleeping peacefully in the desolate landscape. Lin Han casually dismisses the beast's power, finding it far less intimidating than the Gale Wolf King. He gives his eager companion the green light, telling her to finish the fight quickly so they can leave. The Apostle awakens with a furious snarl, its peaceful nap rudely interrupted. His companion unleashes a powerful energy blast, landing a direct and staggering hit on the beast. She then cleverly transforms back into her tiny insectoid form, preparing for a surprise attack. The small creature quickly burrows into the ground, vanishing from the Apostle's sight. The disoriented Apostle stands up, searching frantically for its now hidden opponent. Bursting from the earth, his companion lands a decisive blow from below with a triumphant smile. With the Apostle defeated, Lin Han claims his prize, the glowing Heart of Thunder. The defeated Apostle is sent flying by a massive conjured ice crystal. Lin Han smirks, gesturing with a final decisive command to end the fight. A colossal ice spike erupts from the ground, finishing the beast as a system window confirms the kill but awards no XP. His companion relaxes as Lin Han notes the mission is complete, complaining about the beast's surprising durability. He smiles, pleased with the 300 beast points he earned, considering the day a success. He decides to invest the points, using them to awaken a new talent skill for his companion. His beast is enveloped in a powerful blue aura, absorbing the new energy. A system notification confirms the skill activation, granting her a permanent 20% defense boost. Overjoyed, she thanks her master with an enthusiastic hug, catching him completely off guard. Their celebration is cut short as a large figure looms over them, mockingly complimenting Lin Han's skills. The red-haired leader smirks, explaining that survival requires brains, not just brawn. Lin Han taunts the mercenaries, sarcastically asking if they've finally arrived to help now that the fight is over. The mercenary leader demands he hand over his loot as payment for his earlier disrespect. Lin Han calmly helps his companion up, questioning if they're not afraid of being caught by security. The leader explains they're in an unsafe zone, far beyond the reach of any security patrols. She confidently states that if he dies here, his death will simply be blamed on a beast attack. Licking her lips, she promises to take good care of him with a menacing glint in her eyes. Her subordinates eagerly ask for his companion, and the leader callously agrees to their request. The mercenaries suddenly realize his companion has vanished without a trace. She reappears in an instant, swooping down to strike the shocked mercenary leader from behind. She intercepts the leader's arm, her grip like steel. With terrifying speed, she dispatches the entire mercenary crew, sending them flying in defeat. The primordial beast casually tosses the stunned leader aside like a rag doll. Realizing their mistake, the remaining mercenaries open fire, determined to take her down. Bullets harmlessly bounce off her as a defensive skill activates, making her invulnerable. The defeated leader scrambles on the ground, screaming for her crew to retreat from the overwhelming threat. Her escape is cut short as she finds herself pinned, looking up in terror. Lin Han looms over her with a confident smile, revealing a powerful magic scroll crackling with energy. He unleashes a devastating torrent of lightning, engulfing the entire mercenary group in a blinding flash. The surviving mercenaries stare at their defeated comrades, realizing they picked a fight with two absolute monsters. The mercenary whispers to his leader, convinced Lin Han is out of magic scrolls and is now the weak link. Filled with new confidence, he declares that without his scrolls, Lin Han is just an easy target. Lin Han looks down on the kneeling mercenaries, amused by their futile attempt to resist. He reveals a fresh supply of magic scrolls, taunting them that this weakling has unlimited firepower. He calmly demands they hand over all their loot, offering them a slim chance of survival. With a sinister grin, he warns them he's about to demonstrate what happens when you're on the wrong end of overwhelming power. Having dealt with the mercenaries, Lin Han arrives back at the magnificent job advancement hall. The receptionist recalls the unlucky but handsome student, certain his hell difficulty quest will take weeks to complete. Her musings are cut short as she looks up in utter shock at a familiar face. Lin Han casually announces he's already completed the quest, leaving her completely speechless. She stammers in disbelief, convinced she must have misheard his impossible claim. Trying to regain her composure, she fumbles through her papers, asking if he needs information on the quest. His calm confirmation leaves her utterly bewildered, her mind struggling to process the news. After he casually dismisses the quest's difficulty, she scrambles to book him a room for the final procedure. Lin Han gives a casual wave and heads off, leaving the stunned receptionist to watch him go. She stares after him, still wondering if he's just bluffing, as completing the mission so quickly seems impossible. Suddenly, a system-wide announcement broadcasts the completion of the 5-star quest. Her eyes go wide in shock as the public notification proves his incredible story was true all along. The crowd erupts in a frenzy, wondering when such a powerful expert appeared in their city. A final system message confirms his success, officially granting him his second job advancement. He interacts with a holographic interface to finalize his advancement. A system notification confirms his new class, the Beast Scholar. Lin Han feels a surge of power, pleased with his new job advancement. He reviews his new status screen, noting the significant boost to his stats. The system reveals he's unlocked 3 powerful new talent skills. He's then presented with a choice of 3 incredible system rewards for his achievement. Lin Han grins, intrigued by the potential of his new abilities, especially skill copy. With a confident smirk, he decides to immediately test out his newfound power. He activates his lightning wings skill, soaring high into the air in amazement. Hovering effortlessly, he marvels at unlocking such a rare ability so early, a perk of his hidden class. He grins, realizing his new skill copy ability will be a game-changer in critical battles, despite its 5-minute limit. He then turns his attention to his next upgrade reward, ready to choose another powerful skill. The system presents 3 options, but he's drawn to one that acts as a personal alarm system for danger. He reflects on how this malicious fluctuation skill would have prevented the mercenary ambush entirely. Without hesitation, he decisively selects the new danger-sensing ability. He lets out a celebratory stretch, thrilled with his powerful new upgrades. His celebration is cut short as another system notification appears, assigning him a brand new mission. The new quest requires him to capture a second beast, offering a chance to test his other new skills. He thoughtfully considers his weaknesses, deciding he needs a beast with powerful area of effect attacks. With a new goal in mind, he resolves to visit his contact at the exchange for some expert advice. Lin Han arrives back at the exchange, ready to sell his newly acquired loot and gather some intel. The manager greets him with a look of pure astonishment, wondering what treasure he's brought this time. Lin Han casually gestures to a mountain of gear, explaining he ran into some generous people on his trip. The manager excitedly snaps his fingers, ordering his staff to hurry over and appraise the massive haul. He watches the appraisal, privately noting that the mercenaries' gear was far more valuable than the beast drops. The manager returns with an impressive final tally, promising to transfer the 13 million immediately. With the money secured, Lin Han smoothly asks for a recommendation on a powerful lightning attribute beast. The manager thoughtfully considers the request, holding Lin Han's VIP card as he racks his brain. His eyes suddenly widen as a perfect opportunity comes to mind. With a confident snap of his fingers, he reveals a rumor about a rare, high-quality Thunderbird in a nearby forest. The manager reveals a rumor about a legendary Thunderbird, a creature with an ancient bloodline. Lin Han's eyes light up, realizing this powerful beast is exactly what he needs. The manager admits he has no more intel, but a woman presents a small box containing a special item. Inside is a single feather that crackles with energy, a magical compass that glows near the beast. Recognizing its immense value, Lin Han immediately decides he must have it. But the manager playfully stops him, reminding him that even for a VIP, business is business. With a sly grin, he quotes an exorbitant price of 1 million for the single feather. Lin Han grimaces, knowing the price is highway robbery but also that the clue is priceless. He reluctantly agrees to the deal, forcing a smile as he accepts the manager's friendly offer. Holding his new prize, he justifies the cost, convinced the investment will pay off handsomely. The scene shifts to the treacherous Thunder Forest, a low-level zone crackling with electrical storms. Lin Han ventures into the woods, annoyed as he recalls the manager's tip that the feather only works within 10 meters. He throws a fit, realizing the million-dollar clue is practically useless if he has to be that close to the target. Resigning himself to the bad deal, he decides to press on, confident his companion can handle any threats. He daydreams about acquiring more powerful beasts, imagining a future where he can dominate even the toughest zones. His primordial beast senses his thoughts, her expression showing clear disapproval of his plan. She appears in a chibi form, jealously confronting him for wanting another companion when he already has her. Their bickering is suddenly cut short by a desperate cry for help echoing through the forest. They spot a young woman fleeing in terror from a massive lightning-wreathed beast hot on her trail. The creature is revealed to be a level 19 thunder leopard, its eyes glowing with predatory hunger. The fleeing woman, a level 10 tracker, realizes she's about to be caught by the relentless beast. Her desperate escape is cut short as she trips over a gnarled root, her ankle twisting awkwardly. She tumbles to the ground, her hope of escape instantly shattered by the clumsy fall. The massive thunder leopard looms over its fallen prey, roaring in triumph as it prepares to strike. Resigned to her fate, she closes her eyes and braces for the final deadly blow. But the expected attack never comes, and she opens her eyes in utter confusion. Lin Han intercepts the beast mid-pounce, sending it flying with a single powerful blow. The woman stares in wide-eyed disbelief, completely baffled by the sudden turn of events. He casually asks if she's all right, while she marvels at the stranger who effortlessly defeated the leopard. She frantically warns him to run, underestimating the true power of her mysterious rescuer. Lin Han smirks, casually dismissing the powerful beast as just a big cat. He confidently tells the woman not to worry, as the leopard is about to be dealt with. From the shadows, his primordial beast intercepts the pouncing leopard in its armored form. The insectoid warrior tears into its target with a vicious, overwhelming assault. It effortlessly overpowers the struggling thunder leopard, proving its superior strength. Lin Han observes the fight, impressed that his companion is now even more ferocious in this state. The rescued woman stares in disbelief, wondering how another powerful beast suddenly appeared. He checks on the stunned woman, his simple question snapping her out of her daze. Lin Han offers a hand, kindly asking if she's able to get back on her feet. She takes his hand, her mind reeling as she realizes his beast must be over level 20 to be so dominant. Still in a panic, she grabs his hand, urging him to run while the beast is distracted. Her plea is cut short, as the thunder leopard is sent flying by another devastating blow. The primordial beast glares possessively, silently furious that the woman tried to run off with its master. Finally realizing the fight is over, she stops and praises the creature for its incredible work. Lin Han affectionately pats his companion, promising it a proper reward later as the woman watches in awe. The rescued woman stares in utter bewilderment, her mind struggling to comprehend the bizarre situation. To ease her confusion, the primordial beast begins to shrink back down to its less intimidating size. Lin Han calmly introduces himself as a beastmaster, explaining that the creature is his harmless companion. Her eyes light up with recognition, recalling rumors of a legendary beastmaster with a hidden class. She questions the stereotype of weak beastmasters, wondering how a tiny ant could defeat such a powerful leopard. The primordial beast glares furiously, radiating a possessive and jealous aura. It then launches a comical attack, ricocheting off the woman's face to make its point. Lin Han steps in to calm his fuming companion, who is still steaming over the interruption. He turns to the rescued woman, questioning why someone of her level is wandering alone in such a dangerous area. She introduces herself as Sun Yanwei, lamenting that her bad luck landed her a high-difficulty advancement quest. Lin Han calmly reveals he's also on a mission, hunting for a legendary Thunderbird rumored to be in the forest. Her eyes light up as she reveals her tracker class, eagerly offering her skills to repay him for saving her life. Lin Han internally smirks, realizing her tracking abilities are the perfect solution to his current problem. They quickly form an alliance, with Sun Yanwei confidently promising she can lead him right to his target. However, she admits her skills have limits, and she'd need an item from the beast to pinpoint its exact location. Lin Han reveals the expensive feather, asking if it's the item she needs to track the beast. She confirms the feather is perfect for tracking, but warns him her skill might damage the valuable item. He casually dismisses her concerns, telling her to use it since its only purpose is to find their target. With his permission, she activates her tracking skill, channeling her energy into the glowing feather. Her eyes snap open, glowing with power as she successfully locks onto the beast's location. A beam of light shoots from the feather, creating a clear path for them to follow to their target. Guided by the magical beacon, they venture deeper into the dark and ominous thunder forest. Lin Han suddenly halts their progress, his new danger sense warning him of a large group of beasts up ahead. She looks to him for guidance, unsure how they can proceed with so many enemies blocking their path. His tiny companion suggests they find another way around, but Lin Han seems to have other ideas. His primordial beast glares, its tiny form radiating pure battle fury. Lin Han rejects the idea of a detour, unleashing his eager companion on the unsuspecting pack. He smirks as a system notification confirms a kill, noting his beast's unusual motivation. In her humanoid form, she effortlessly tears through the horde of beasts with overwhelming power. She strikes a triumphant pose, confident that her master will be proud of her handiwork. Sun Yanwei stares at the carnage, unable to believe the tiny creature cleared their path so easily. Lin Han feels a surge of power as a system notification confirms he's finally reached level 11. Their progress is interrupted as Sun Yanwei suddenly trips and tumbles forward. Lin Han calmly tells his companion to revert to her smaller form, and she happily obliges. Sun Yanwei looks around in a panic, completely disoriented and fearing another ambush. Sun Yanwei stares in bewilderment, trying to process how a tiny insect could be so powerful. She breathes a sigh of relief, mistaking the creature for a harmless ant that simply startled her. Getting a closer look, she feels an intense glare from the tiny beast, wondering if it's her imagination. The primordial beast's jealousy manifests as a furious chibi form, silently warning the new girl to back off. Sunyanwei quickly dismisses her paranoia, deciding the creature is far too adorable to be hostile. Completely charmed, she reaches out to pet the tiny companion perched on Lin Han's shoulder. The tiny beast panics, desperately waving its arms and silently pleading for its master to intervene. Lin Han casually moves away, warning her that his companion doesn't appreciate being teased. He then points ahead, sending his eager beast to clear a path through the dangerous chasm. System notifications flood the screen, confirming a massacre of beasts and a massive level up for Lin Han. Lin Han sheds tears of joy, reveling in the exhilarating feeling of leveling up so quickly. His status screen confirms he's hit level 15, and he realizes his next job advancement is already on the horizon. He checks on his sleeping companion, noting its hard work has paid off as it's now level 18. Sunyanwei remarks that their journey has been far more than just hard work, clearly amazed by their progress. She looks at the trail of defeated beasts, commenting that they've practically conquered the entire forest. With their path cleared, she excitedly points ahead, confident she can now lead them directly to their target. But his tiny companion suddenly alerts him, sensing an unusual presence up ahead. He deduces that if his ancient beast is wary, they must be approaching something incredibly powerful. They finally spot their prize, a majestic level 13 Thunderbird, crackling with raw electrical energy. Lin Han grins greedily, realizing that capturing this rare beast will be the ultimate jackpot for the day. The Thunderbird's eye widens in alarm, sensing the hunter's presence. Without warning, the majestic beast takes to the sky, leaving the two hunters grounded and helpless. Sunyanwei sighs in defeat, believing their flying target is now impossible to catch. But Lin Han just smirks, amused by her assumption that he's bound to the ground. He activates his new skill, and a pair of brilliant lightning wings erupt from his back, stunning his companion. He launches into the air, closing the distance as the shocked Thunderbird realizes it's being pursued. The bird retaliates by summoning a massive, swirling vortex of lightning from the heavens. On the ground below, a tribe of low-level barbarians looks up, completely oblivious to the devastating attack forming above them. Lin Han observes the scene, realizing the bird's powerful attack will annihilate the weak barbarians. He calmly instructs his new target to focus its immense power and take out only the barbarian leader. The Thunderbird transforms into its humanoid form, eagerly accepting Lin Han's command. A colossal bolt of lightning shoots down from the sky, aimed with deadly precision. The attack slams into the ground, engulfing the barbarian leader in a blinding flash of energy. The barbarian leader tries to retaliate, but he's already caught in the devastating electrical storm. The Thunderbird appears before the stunned leader, her expression one of cold amusement. He is completely overwhelmed by the raw power, his body racked by the intense electrical current. Watching from the bushes, Sunyanwei worries about the fight and suggests they should help. Her suggestion is cut short as she gasps in shock at the unbelievable scene unfolding before her. The Thunderbird stands victoriously over the defeated barbarian leader, having neutralized him in an instant. Lin Han then turns to Sunyanwei, offering her the final blow to complete her own quest. With determined hands, she grips the dagger, ready to finish her quest. With a decisive strike, she fells the barbarian leader, a system message confirming her mission is complete. She turns to Lin Han, blushing as she thanks him for making her success possible. She eagerly offers to be his guide around the city, hoping to repay his kindness. Lin Han politely declines, stating that her help in finding the bird was payment enough before turning to leave. She watches him walk away, a hopeful smile on her face as she wishes for their paths to cross again. With his two powerful companions by his side, he reflects on his incredible luck and plans his next leveling route. His strategic planning is suddenly interrupted by an unexpected notification. He pulls out his phone to see an incoming call from a friend, wondering about the sudden contact. Answering with a smirk, he playfully asks if his friend is calling to treat him to a meal. His friend on the line dismisses the casual banter, revealing he has urgent news to share. He then brings up the illusionary realm, a high-tech combat simulator filled with formidable virtual beasts. The friend explains it's a virtual arena where fighters can battle simulated monsters and even other awakened users. This imperial military facility, he continues, can perfectly simulate any battlefield imaginable for intense training. The simulator can even generate an endless variety of monsters, offering a constant challenge to any awakened user. He clarifies that while it doesn't grant experience, it's the perfect environment to master new skills and tactics. His friend then boasts that he's pulled some strings to get Lin Han a highly coveted spot in the program. Lin Han internally agrees, recognizing that while his beasts are powerful alone, their teamwork is severely lacking. He imagines his two companions finally cooperating, realizing that once they're in sync, they'll be an unstoppable force. With a location sent to his phone, Lin Han gratefully accepts, thanking his friend for the invaluable opportunity. His friend jokes that Lin Han shouldn't forget him when he becomes famous. The next morning, Lin Han is woken up by his blaring alarm clock. He opens his eyes to find his primordial beast cheerfully greeting him from on top of his chest. His morning gets even more complicated as the Thunderbird joins in, hugging him affectionately. The primordial beast angrily confronts her rival, accusing her of smothering their master. Their argument quickly devolves into a childish squabble, leaving Lin Han caught in the middle. He facepalms in exasperation, realizing that getting his two powerful companions to cooperate is his most urgent task. Arriving at the high-tech facility, a guide confirms his identity and directs him to the simulation pods. The guide explains he can earn rewards for clearing dungeons, and he hopes the military's prizes will be worthwhile. With his two companions perched on his shoulders, he enters the simulation pod, ready to begin his training. The system scans his profile, confirming his identity and recommending a silver-tiered dungeon. He confidently selects the recommended difficulty, ready to begin the training with his companions. His two beasts immediately start squabbling, already competing before the simulation even begins. A system message confirms his choice, and the virtual world begins to materialize around him. The loading sequence completes, immersing him and his companions fully into the high-tech simulation. With a final notification wishing him well, the training program officially starts. He finds himself transported to a vast, sun-drenched coliseum within the illusionary realm. His first challenge appears as a pair of massive, ghostly wolves materialize in the arena. He smirks, recognizing the level 13 beasts as familiar foes he's faced before. Eager to prove her worth, his primordial beast charges forward, determined to show her rival who is the superior companion. She fearlessly confronts the snarling wolf, ready to prove her dominance. With a single devastating blow, she sends the ghostly beast reeling across the arena. After her swift victory, she turns and taunts the Thunderbird, challenging her to do better. The Thunderbird scoffs, unimpressed that her rival is proud of defeating such a weak opponent. Deciding to show off her own strength, she conjures a crackling orb of pure energy. She unleashes a massive blast, determined to demonstrate what true power looks like. Lin Han tries to intervene, but his two companions refuse to cooperate, their rivalry too intense. He sighs, realizing that managing two companions with such strong personalities is a challenge in itself. The remaining wolf, ignored during the squabble, seizes the opportunity to lunge at the distracted Lin Han. Seeing their master in danger, both beasts instantly forget their rivalry and rush to his side in concern. They realize their petty rivalry almost got their master hurt, vowing to finally focus on the battle. The system announces the third wave, a pack of even stronger level 20 spectral wolves. Now united, the trio stands ready to face the upgraded threat together. A system warning clarifies that while the simulation is safe, the pain is very, very real. Lin Han smirks, welcoming a challenge that would overwhelm most fighters. A wolf lunges, targeting Lin Han and exploiting the typical weakness of a beastmaster. But Lin Han's fist crackles with power, revealing he came here to overcome that very weakness. He meets the attack head-on, landing a powerful punch directly on the wolf's jaw. The spectral beast is sent flying, completely overpowered by his unexpected strength. His two companions watch in awe, their rivalry forgotten as they fall for their powerful master all over again. He smirks, revealing he's invested all his attribute points into raw strength. The enraged pack of wolves howls in unison, signaling the true battle has just begun. Lin Han commands his companions to unleash their full power, one going berserk and the other using her speed. Despite their rivalry, the two beasts reluctantly agree to fight together for their master's sake. He watches with amusement, curious to see how the wolves will stack up against his companions' specialized skills. The two beasts dive into the fray, unleashing their combined fury on the spectral pack. Meanwhile, outside the simulation, other users are finishing their own training sessions. A group of students praise their leader's performance, lamenting that a certain female student missed his display of power. The woman in question approaches, offering to team up with the boastful leader for the next session. He coolly rejects her offer, stating he prefers to work alone, leaving her standing awkwardly with his crew. The arrogant leader smirks, confident he can win over the woman with his skills. Suddenly, his group is stunned by an alert, realizing someone is clearing a dungeon at record-breaking speed. They turn to the public screen, which shows a user named Lin Han is about to set a new record. The others speculate that this Lin Han must be a secret prodigy from a powerful family. The woman wonders if it's the beastmaster from their school, but the leader scoffs at the idea. A system-wide announcement flashes, confirming Lin Han has officially shattered the old record. The entire group stares in stunned silence, forced to accept that Lin Han is far more powerful than they imagined. Inside the simulation, Lin Han and his companions stand victorious amidst the defeated spectral beasts. He smiles, reading a system notification that congratulates him and awards him a powerful new crowd control skill. A final message appears, signaling the end of the simulation and his return to the real world. He inspects his new skill book, pleased with the reward and already planning to tackle the gold-tier dungeon. Stepping out of the simulation pod, he returns to the high-tech training facility. He calmly walks through the facility's lobby, completely unaware of the commotion he's caused. He's met by a crowd buzzing with excitement, all clamoring to know who the new record holder is. He tries to slip away unnoticed, annoyed that the system publicly announced his name and ruined his privacy. The woman's eyes widen in recognition, realizing the record-breaking prodigy is the same beastmaster from her school. While she smiles in admiration, the arrogant leader seethes with jealousy, furious that Lin Han stole his spotlight. Meanwhile, in the military's illusionary realm control center, his performance has attracted high-level attention. An operator reports the anomaly to his superior, explaining a beast scholar just shattered the dungeon record. The replay shows his unbelievable speed, clearing waves so fast that even some third advancement users couldn't keep up. The military superior declares that a talent like Lin Han, with such personal strength, must be recruited. He orders a full background check on the young prodigy, demanding a complete file by the next morning. Back in the classroom, Lin Han's friend enthusiastically recounts his incredible feats to their classmates. Their conversation is interrupted as the classroom door slams open, revealing a familiar, unwelcome face. The arrogant leader from the training center storms in, furiously demanding that Lin Han show himself. Lin Han's friends stand their ground, taunting the leader about his previous humiliation at the training facility. The jealous leader seethes, convinced Lin Han's record was a fluke and furious that he stole the spotlight. His friend casually dismisses the challenge, revealing Lin Han is already off training for his third job advancement. The news of a third advancement stuns the leader's crew, who now question if Lin Han's power is real. The friend lands a final verbal blow, mocking the leader for relying on his family while Lin Han is a true genius. The humiliated leader points a trembling finger, vowing revenge on Lin Han's friends. He seethes with rage, promising to crush both Lin Han and his defenders upon his return. The scene shifts to the treacherous Shadow Mountain range, where a powerful energy erupts from the ground. Meanwhile, Lin Han faces down a horde of powerful beasts ready for his next challenge. He gives a satisfied thumbs up as system notifications confirm his rapid XP gain, bringing his third advancement even closer. His primordial beast celebrates their victory with an enthusiastic hug, proud of the beasts she's defeated. Not to be outdone, the Thunderbird leans in, boasting that she cleared out even more enemies. Their rivalry reignites as they argue over their kill counts, leaving Lin Han caught in the crossfire. He reflects on their progress, realizing the silver-tier beasts are now just a warm-up for his powerful companions. With a confident smirk, he announces their next destination, the far more challenging gold-tier training zone. They arrive at a sign marking the entrance to the ominous gold-tier training zone. Hiding in the brush, they immediately spot their first challenge, a colony of level 21 poison-striped lizards. Lin Han's eyes narrow with focus, seeing the dangerous pack as the perfect opportunity to test their limits. He directs his companions into a coordinated attack, sending one to the front lines and the other to strike from above. But his primordial beast charges ahead, driven by her rivalry and determined to outkill the Thunderbird. The lizard retaliates instantly, spewing a stream of potent venom directly at the reckless attacker. Her overconfidence costs her as the toxic spray hits her head-on, catching her completely by surprise. She stumbles back, her movements becoming sluggish as the poison begins to take effect. A system notification confirms she's been paralyzed and is rapidly losing health, calling out to her master in distress. Lin Han watches in alarm, realizing the venom is far more potent than he anticipated, and his companion is in real danger. Springing into action, he commands the Thunderbird to end the fight with a decisive lightning strike. She obeys, unleashing a devastating storm of crackling purple energy from the sky. The massive electrical blast engulfs the entire lizard colony in a blinding flash. He realizes her powerful but random attack can't hit the fast-moving lizards, who easily dodge the strikes. A light bulb goes off as he remembers the perfect solution, the crowd control skill book he won in the simulation. He inspects the skill, Witchcraft Thorn, which can summon paralyzing vines to ensnare all nearby enemies. He smirks, knowing this crowd control ability is the key to improving his companion's accuracy. Without a second thought, he absorbs the book's power as magical sigils swirl around him. A system notification confirms his new ability, and he confidently declares the lizard's reign of terror is over. He slams his palm to the ground, unleashing his new skill and summoning thorny vines to erupt from the earth. He commands his companions to finish the job, unleashing the full power of his new skill. The magical vines erupt from the ground, completely ensnaring the entire lizard colony. With the targets immobilized, the Thunderbird unleashes a devastating lightning storm, wiping them out. Not to be outdone, the now recovered primordial beast leaps back into the fight to claim her share of the kills. The commotion attracts a new threat, but Lin Han is only pleased by the massive XP gain that pushes him to level 19. He smirks, calculating that defeating these new beasts will be enough to push him to the next level cap. He orders his companions to finish the fight quickly, and they eagerly leap into battle against the powerful tigers. Now both level 20, his companions work together to overwhelm the new enemies with their combined power. A system notification confirms he's hit level 20, but warns him he's now capped until his next job advancement. Realizing further grinding is pointless, he decides it's time to prepare for his third advancement quest. He arrives at the Job Advancement Temple, surprised to be back for another promotion so soon. Wary from his last experience, he touches the crystal, hoping it's not another 5-star quest. A system-wide alert broadcasts the new 5-star mission, shocking the other users in the hall. The receptionist sighs in resignation, realizing the legendary leveling demon Lin Han must be at it again. He clutches his head in frustration as the quest details reveal a complex mission involving a ghost ship and material gathering. That very night, he arrives at a desolate pier, the designated location for his new quest. He sighs, realizing his plans for a good night's rest are ruined by the mission's urgent timeline. His two companions appear in their humanoid forms, vying for his attention as they promise to protect him. Regaining his composure, he tells his eager companions to get ready as their target is about to appear. As if on cue, a ghostly galleon materializes from the misty waters, its spectral form looming over the pier. His primordial beast recalls legends of the ghost ship, a popular but incredibly dangerous dungeon. The ship is infamous for scaring off challengers, its spectral crew guarding unknown horrors. A ghostly wraith suddenly lunges from the ship, catching Lin Han completely off guard. He throws a punch, but his fist phases harmlessly through the ethereal creature. The massive spirit seems to mock him from a distance, amused by his futile attack. Lin Han seethes with frustration, insulted by the creature's taunting posture. Deciding to teach the spirit a lesson, he activates his lightning wings and soars into the air. He easily dispatches the wraith, but a system notification confirms he's gained no experience due to his level cap. He hovers in the air, recalling that lightning is fatal to wraiths, but annoyed that the kills are a waste of XP. Realizing time is of the essence, he resolves to complete the mission quickly before his patience wears thin. He hovers before the ghost ship as a swarm of spectral minions emerges to defend it. Lin Han points decisively, ordering his Thunderbird to unleash her power and clear the way. She summons a devastating lightning storm, instantly vaporizing the spectral horde. He muses that the challenge seems too easy for a 5-star quest, sensing something is amiss. His suspicion is confirmed as his danger sense flares, alerting him to a new, more powerful presence. The remaining spirits swirl together, merging into a single formidable entity. A massive level 25 ghost captain materializes on deck, revealing the true boss of the dungeon. The primordial beast zips past her rival, eager to be the first to engage the new threat. She lands a direct, powerful strike on the ghost captain, proving her strength against the formidable foe. The Thunderbird smirks, offering a rare compliment to her rival's impressive display of power. The Thunderbird returns the compliment, acknowledging her rival's impressive lightning attack. Tired of their bickering, Lin Han orders them to finally work together against the ghost captain. Following their master's command, the two beasts launch a perfectly coordinated assault on the spectral boss. The primordial beast unleashes her berserk power, closing in to deliver a devastating close-range strike. She sends the massive spectral boss flying backward with a single powerful kick. At the same time, the Thunderbird gathers an immense amount of energy, preparing a massive thunderstorm from above. She unleashes the attack, engulfing the entire ghost ship in a cataclysmic blast of lightning. A system notification confirms their victory, but Lin Han is annoyed to see he gained 0 experience due to his level cap. His two companions celebrate their victory, with the primordial beast proudly taking credit for their success. Lin Han smiles, pleased with their first successful joint operation, and realizing their combined power is far greater than he imagined. Lin Han checks his quest log, noting the first part is complete and he now needs to gather 3 rare materials. Their quest takes them to the next location, the ominous and fiery Red Flame Forest. They quickly locate one of the items, a glowing flower called the Eye of Wind, guarded by a pack of level 22 lizards. He closes his eyes, using his enhanced senses to assess the situation and the surrounding threats. With his two companions by his side, he smirks, surprised to have found the second material so quickly. The Thunderbird offers to fly up and retrieve it, but Lin Han points out the dense canopy makes it too risky. Eager for a chance to prove herself, the primordial beast enthusiastically volunteers for the mission. A flashback reveals the Thunderbird had already retrieved the first material, the grass essence, from a different group of lizards. She presents the glowing essence to her master for praise, which makes her rival visibly jealous. Seeing her eagerness, Lin Han gives his primordial beast the green light, and she excitedly prepares for her task. Without hesitation, the primordial beast dives headfirst into the earth, beginning to burrow a path. Lin Han explains to a nervous Thunderbird that his other companion's true form is an ant. He elaborates that for her, tunneling through the ground is a natural instinct, not just a learned skill. She emerges victoriously from her newly dug tunnel, ready to ascend the massive tree. With the lizards distracted below, she begins her climb toward the glowing quest item. As she nears the prize, Lin Han reminds her to remain vigilant and not celebrate too early. Ignoring his warning, she confidently plucks the glowing Eye of Wind from the tree. But Lin Han's expression suddenly shifts to panic, sensing imminent danger. A powerful gust of wind blasts her from the tree, sending her and the flower tumbling. The lizards below roar in triumph, revealing they had laid a trap all along. The primordial beast lands hard, annoyed that the lizard's wind trap exposed her position. Undaunted, she stands her ground, defiantly facing the encircling pack of furious lizards. Lin Han sees the overwhelming odds and orders the Thunderbird to extract her reckless companion. The Thunderbird immediately swoops in, flying at high speed to rescue her rival from the dangerous situation. Activating her speed skill, she becomes a blur, effortlessly weaving through the enemy lines. She snatches her surprised companion midair, pulling her to safety just as the lizards close in. Carrying her rival, she explains that their master ordered the retreat, much to the primordial beast's chagrin. She successfully returns her companion to Lin Han, who calmly acknowledges the successful retrieval. Lin Han smirks, his gaze turning to the approaching horde as he prepares for their escape. With the enraged lizards in hot pursuit, the two companions agree it's time to make a tactical retreat. The ground trembles as the trio flees through the vast crimson landscape of the Red Flame Forest. The primordial beast complains about the relentless pursuit, annoyed that the lizards are so obsessed with a single flower. Lin Han checks his stats, realizing their current speed isn't enough to outrun the determined pack. Thinking fast, he decides to invest all of his remaining attribute points into a single stat. He dumps all 700 points into agility, giving himself a massive and much-needed boost in speed. Now moving at an incredible pace, he easily outruns his companions, much to their surprise. He confidently tells his beast to keep up, assuring them they'll be safe once they reach the area ahead. His companions look on in confusion, wondering what their master has planned as they approach a wall of fire. The trio dashes directly into a blazing inferno deep within the forest, a seemingly reckless move. Their pursuers suddenly halt as a much larger, more powerful lizard commands them to stop at the edge of its territory. The pursuing pack of lizards suddenly turns tail and flees, abandoning the chase. His companions realize their master intentionally led them into this fiery domain. Lin Han smirks, explaining this is the territory of the powerful fire lizards, a group no other beast dares to cross. He reveals their final quest item, the Fire Dragon Flame, is conveniently located right in the heart of the fire lizard's den. With their goal in sight, he rallies his companions to push forward into the scorching landscape. They soon discover their targets, a group of level 22 fire lizards sleeping peacefully in a pool of lava. Perched on a cliff, the primordial beast points out the giant reptiles bathing in the molten rock below. Lin Han's eyes glow with strategic focus as he analyzes the new, formidable enemies. He spots the glowing quest item, realizing the open terrain is perfect for a swift aerial retrieval. Just as he formulates a plan, a surprise system notification offers him a bonus quest to defeat the lizard leader. He weighs the tempting reward against the risk of fighting the powerful lizard leader and its entire clan. He decides to prioritize his main quest, tabling the bonus objective for later. He orders the Thunderbird to retrieve the quest item, and she immediately flies into action. She deftly snatches the fiery quest item, much to the annoyance of her jealous rival watching from below. She proudly presents the item to her master, who smirks at how easily they've completed the task. With the final material secured, his thoughts immediately turn back to the lucrative bonus quest. But his danger sense suddenly flares, his eyes glowing as he detects an unseen threat. He instinctively dodges as his companion lands forcefully, creating a powerful shockwave. His companions look on in confusion as a new, condescending voice echoes through the fiery landscape. A group of well-dressed rivals appears, their leader arrogantly demanding he hand over the quest item. Lin Han scoffs, questioning what right this newcomer has to demand his hard-earned items. The rival, Lei Dong, smugly reveals his status as a level 18 Thunder Mage from the prestigious Magic Association. But Lin Han knows the truth. The Magic Association is just a glorified gang of thugs. As Lei Dong issues his threat, his subordinate's attention is drawn to the two women behind Lin Han. Both the Thunderbird and the primordial beast stand ready, their powerful presence undeniable. The rival leader's eyes widen with greed, his intentions shifting from the quest item to the women. He points decisively, declaring he'll be taking both the item and Lin Han's companions. Lin Han dismisses the group as trash, while his companion coldly suggests they should be permanently removed. The rival leader is stunned by their audacity, unable to comprehend their lack of fear. Furious at the disrespect, he orders his men to teach Lin Han a painful lesson. His goons mock Lin Han, threatening him with severe harm if he dares to resist their leader's demands. Lin Han remains completely unfazed, his calm demeanor radiating an intimidating and powerful aura. Before the thugs can strike, his two companions leap to his defense, vowing to protect their master. With shocking speed, the two beasts effortlessly neutralize the entire gang, sending them flying. The rival leader stares in disbelief, utterly stunned by the overwhelming power his two female targets possess. Lin Han smirks, formally introducing himself as a level 20 beast scholar and revealing the two women are his companions. Lei Dong seethes, realizing Lin Han commands ancient beasts with transformative abilities, a power he's never seen. He devises a new strategy, believing that injuring the master is the only way to make the powerful beast retreat. The rival leader launches a powerful lightning attack, aiming to exploit Lin Han's perceived weakness as a beastmaster. But the Thunderbird intercepts the blast with a single hand, coolly declaring that no one will touch her master. The primordial beast lunges forward, furious that the rival dared to attack her master. She lands a devastating blow, vowing to teach him a lesson for his insolence. As she prepares to finish him, Lin Han calmly instructs her to spare him, revealing he has a plan for their new captive. Now bound and defeated, the rival leader tries to threaten them with retaliation from his powerful association. Lin Han grabs him by the hair, feigning innocence as he asks why they would be fighting. His expression turns menacing as he reveals he has a new task that requires their assistance. A terrified scream echoes through the canyon, waking the sleeping fire lizards from their slumber. The source of the scream is revealed to be the rival and his men, now bound together and used as bait. The Thunderbird dangles the terrified group over the lava pit, taunting them to scream louder for the lizards. Panicked and desperate, the rivals beg for mercy, realizing the horrifying fate Lin Han has planned for them. Their terrified screams echo through the canyon as they are dangled helplessly over the hungry fire lizards. Lin Han smirks, explaining to his companion that this is all part of his plan to lure out a bigger prize. As a lizard snaps at his leg, the rival leader furiously realizes they are nothing more than bait. Deciding to escalate the situation, Lin Han cuts the rope, needing them to make a much bigger scene. The rivals crash onto the rocks near the lava, their panicked cries drawing the lizards even closer. He watches intently from a safe distance as the fire lizards begin to swarm his unwilling decoys. In a desperate attempt to survive, the rival leader unleashes a powerful lightning attack to fend off the beasts. His magic proves completely ineffective, and his subordinate points out their attacks are useless against the fiery reptiles. A massive fire lizard looms over the terrified goons, ready to strike its helpless prey. Lin Han calmly instructs his Thunderbird to keep the rivals alive, as their role in his plan isn't over yet. The Thunderbird obeys, gathering a massive amount of electrical energy to intervene. She unleashes a controlled blast, saving the rivals from the lizards but escalating the chaos as Lin Han intended. The commotion finally works, as a massive eruption of fire signals the arrival of the true boss. The colossal level 28 fire lizard leader emerges, and Lin Han smirks, his plan to reel in the big fish a success. He immediately orders the Thunderbird to engage the new, powerful target. She expertly draws the leader's attention, luring the massive beast away from the main group. As his primordial beast asks about the rivals, Lin Han coldly states they are disposable and won't survive the lizard swarm. He notes the rivals are clearly career criminals, and his companion agrees they deserve their fate. With the bait served, he turns his full attention to the bonus quest, ordering his companions to engage the lizard leader. The primordial beast closes the distance instantly, landing a devastating punch directly on the massive lizard's jaw. She digs her claws deep into the lizard leader's back, tearing through its tough, fiery hide. With a powerful heave, she rips a chunk of flesh free and leaps back as Lin Han orders the next phase of the attack. The Thunderbird immediately follows up, pinning the massive beast with a concentrated blast of crackling energy. Lin Han smirks, confident that their coordinated assault can wear down even this high-level opponent. His confidence shatters as he clutches his head, reeling from a sudden, overwhelming psychic backlash. The enraged lizard leader unleashes a deafening roar, sending both companions flying with a powerful shockwave. It gathers a massive ball of fire in its maw, and Lin Han desperately warns his companions to get clear. But the primordial beast bravely stands her ground, creating a barrier to shield her master from the blast. The canyon erupts in a cataclysmic explosion as the fiery attack engulfs the battlefield. Amidst the smoldering aftermath, a pair of pristine white heels steps onto the scorched earth, heralding a new arrival. Lin Han rushes to his companions, anxiously checking if they are all right after the devastating attack. He realizes the 8-level gap is too great, prioritizing their safety over the mission's success. Despite her injuries, the primordial beast insists she can continue fighting for her master. She argues that retreat is not an option, as the powerful lizard leader would hunt them down regardless. The Thunderbird agrees, declaring that their master's goals are her own, her loyalty unwavering. United in their resolve, the two beasts charge back into the fray, vowing to secure victory for him. Lin Han is deeply moved, realizing the bond of loyalty he shares with his companions is mutual. He watches their futile attacks, concluding he must devise a new plan to defeat the heavily armored beast without risking their lives. Realizing a direct assault is impossible, he begins to formulate a new, more cunning strategy. His strategic thoughts are suddenly interrupted as his eyes widen in surprise at an unexpected sight. He notices a pre-existing wound on the lizard's neck, identifying a critical weak point in its tough hide. With a new plan in mind, he orders his companions to focus all their attacks on that single vulnerable spot. Trusting their master's judgment completely, the two beasts commit to the new strategy without hesitation. The primordial beast relentlessly claws at the lizard's neck, successfully widening the gash. After creating a sufficient opening, she leaps back as Lin Han orders the Thunderbird to follow up. The Thunderbird unleashes a devastating lightning bolt, striking the exposed flesh with pinpoint accuracy. The direct hit causes a massive explosion, sending a powerful shockwave across the battlefield. His companions brace themselves against the blast, annoyed as they wait for the dust to settle. But the colossal lizard emerges from the smoke, enraged and proving their coordinated assault was not enough. Seeing their attacks are only causing minor injuries, Lin Han decides it's time to enter the fight himself. He stomps the ground, crackling with lightning as he prepares to unleash his own power. He reveals his trump card, the ability to copy his companions' skills, combining their strengths. Channeling the primordial beast's power, he prepares to strike with titanic strength and berserk fury. He unleashes a devastating blow, targeting the lizard's weak spot with a copied violent attack. In a risky gambit, he uses his own body as a lightning rod, copying both defensive and offensive skills. He channels an immense electrical charge, preparing to deliver a final, decisive shock. The full force of the copied thunderstorm is directed at the lizard, engulfing it in purple energy. His companions watch as he unleashes the final blast, and a system notification confirms the bonus quest is complete. The two beasts celebrate their victory, receiving a system notification that they've leveled up thanks to their master. Lin Han stands victorious over the fallen lizard leader, the battle finally won. He smiles with satisfaction, his lightning wings fading as he declares the problem solved. The immense power takes its toll, and he collapses from exhaustion into his companion's arms. Leaving the defeated beast behind, the trio makes a swift exit, knowing the rest of the swarm is on its way. The next morning, they arrive at the majestic Job Advancement Temple to finalize his promotion. A system notification confirms his success, officially promoting him to the elite tier of Beast Tamer. He inspects his new status, pleased to find his third advancement also granted him 2 powerful new sensory skills. Meanwhile, military operators are in disbelief as they see the 5-star quest has been completed in record time. Their superior, however, remains unfazed, having grown accustomed to Lin Han's impossible achievements. His companions eagerly inquire about his new strength, curious about the extent of his power-up. But it's his primordial beast who celebrates, her own stats skyrocketing as a result of her master's advancement. The Thunderbird reveals her new, powerful stats, shocking Lin Han with her massive upgrade. He sulks in a corner, comically lamenting the huge power gap between himself and his companions. Shaking off his jealousy, he decides to invest all his taming points to make his powerful beasts even stronger. He then turns his attention to his third advancement rewards, weighing 3 powerful new skill options. His 2 companions follow him to a terminal, curious about the new skills he's considering. Both beasts eagerly lobby for the fusion skill, each for their own reasons, much to his amusement. He recalls his recent struggle, realizing a fusion ability would have made the previous battle much easier. Deciding on a direct approach, he confidently selects the powerful and straightforward fusion skill. His companions celebrate his choice as he declares it's time to find a worthy opponent to test their new power. His companion's voice brings him back to the present, his expression turning serious as he plans their next move. His companion points out a new mission has already appeared on the terminal. A system notification reveals his advancement has triggered a quest to bind a third beast for a massive point reward. He smirks confidently, viewing the quest as a guaranteed win and an easy source of power. But his primordial beast bursts into tears, fearing a new companion means she'll be replaced. The Thunderbird gently comforts her crying rival, trying to calm her down. She reassures the primordial beast that their master would never abandon them. Her gaze turns to Lin Han, her sweet smile carrying a hint of a threat as she seeks his confirmation. He quickly changes the subject, explaining they have a more important event to prepare for first. His two companions look on with wide-eyed curiosity, wondering what he has planned. The scene shifts to his school's entrance exam, where a crowd of students gathers for a major announcement. The school's headmaster kicks off the event, announcing the arrival of college recruiters. Lin Han reflects that his intense training almost made him miss this crucial exam. He internally panics, having to force his reluctant companions into their taming space. Inside, the primordial beast protests loudly, while the Thunderbird tries to calm her down. He justifies his decision, knowing it's inappropriate for his companions to appear at such a formal event. The headmaster proudly introduces the esteemed representatives from various prestigious universities. Among them are the directors from the highly sought-after Clinching and Badian colleges. His friend is stunned, noting that these top-tier colleges rarely recruit from their small city. His friend eagerly asks which of the two top schools Lin Han is aiming for. But Lin Han's attention is drawn to a different figure, a mysterious man in a military uniform. The headmaster introduces the imposing director of the military academy, a man his friend identifies as the true power player among the recruiters. His friend excitedly reveals he's reached level 15, eager to team up with Lin Han for a real fight. Lin Han playfully acknowledges his friend's progress, teasing him about his ambitious goal of a third advancement. Their conversation is cut short by a familiar, condescending voice accusing Lin Han of empty boasting. The arrogant leader from the training center appears, telling Lin Han to stop his shameless bragging and admit his weakness. Lin Han's friend steps up to the rival group, unimpressed by their leader's attempt at intimidation. Changing the subject, Lin Han calmly reminds the rival leader about an unpaid gambling debt of 100,000 coins. The rival leader deflects the accusation, pointing aggressively and declaring that Lin Han is no match for him now. Lin Han's expression turns icy, as he calmly promises to shatter his rival's newfound confidence. The headmaster officially begins the exam, outlining the two parts, a level test and a practical combat drill. The headmaster explains the level test is designed to help students form teams before the combat exercise. The rival leader smirks, confident he'll dominate the combat portion of the exam. The stakes are high, as the top 3 teams will earn special resource packages and priority college selection. The headmaster clarifies that despite the team format, final admission will be based on individual performance scores. With a final declaration, he officially kicks off the exam, and the students cheer with anticipation. Students line up for the level test, where a special crystal will accurately assess their power between levels 10 and 20. The first few students are tested, revealing modest levels in non-combat classes. A familiar teacher watches with concern, worried about how Lin Han will perform in this life-changing exam. She then turns to scold another student, furious that he isn't taking the powerful beast she acquired for him seriously. Her expression hardens as she warns the student to be more selective about who he chooses to defend. The rival leader smugly questions the teacher's special attention toward Lin Han, whom he dismisses as a nobody. The teacher clenches her fist, fiercely defending her students and warning the rival not to provoke her. He smirks with absolute confidence, certain of his superiority over Lin Han. Stepping up to the testing crystal, he prepares to demonstrate what he calls true giftedness. The crystal flashes level 16, revealing his impressive rank and leaving the teacher momentarily stunned. His high score immediately sets the bar, with other students whispering that colleges will surely be fighting to recruit him. He turns to Lin Han, arrogantly declaring himself the strongest student in the school and highlighting their supposed power gap. Lin Han calmly refutes his claim, hinting that someone has already surpassed his impressive score. Confused, the rival turns just as Lin Han points towards the testing crystal with a knowing smile. A new challenger reveals an even higher score of level 17, instantly shattering the rival's short-lived record. The headmaster proudly presents the new top student, Lang Ling Sui, to the impressed college directors. The recruiters from Clinching and Beidian immediately recognize her talent, seeing her as a prime candidate. But the military director interrupts, inquiring about the school's other legendary student, Lin Han. As if on cue, Lin Han is called for his test, and he steps forward with a calm, knowing expression. The military director's eyes narrow, remembering Lin Han as the record breaker from the illusion realm. The teacher tells the rival that the crystal will expose any pretenders, standing by Lin Han's side. Undeterred, the rival leader grins maliciously, anticipating Lin Han's public humiliation. The teacher's temper flares, ready to defend her student from the relentless bullying. Lin Han calmly holds her back, explaining that the only way to deal with a clown is to deliver a crushing response. He turns with a confident smile, eager to finally put his rival in his place. The teacher smirks, giving him a nod of approval to proceed with the test. He places his hand on the crystal, knowing its level 20 cap might not be enough to measure his true power. The testing orb immediately overloads, crackling violently with an immense surge of energy. The teacher and a nearby student watch in alarm, having never witnessed such a powerful reaction. In a blinding flash, the crystal shatters under the immense pressure of his power. Lin Han is engulfed in a wave of energy as the testing device explodes around him. The crowd, including his friend, stares in stunned silence at the unexpected destruction. His teacher rushes to his side, but he stands unharmed amidst the debris of the shattered crystal. He feigns innocence, internally suspecting his level was simply too high for the device to handle. The rival leader seizes the moment, mocking him and claiming the crystal broke out of pity for his weakness. An exam invigilator smirks, agreeing with the rival's taunts. He publicly accuses Lin Han of failing the test and destroying school property. Lin Han recalls his old rival, Cao Chong, realizing the bully still has powerful connections. His teacher reveals the invigilator is Cao Chong's twin brother, who holds a personal grudge against him. The invigilator addresses the directors, formally recommending Lin Han be disqualified from the exam. Lin Han is stunned as the invigilator tries to get him kicked out of the combat portion. Refusing to be silenced, Lin Han steps forward to confront the biased examiner. He grabs the invigilator's badge, calling him out for his unprofessional conduct. The invigilator dismisses the beast tamer class as worthless, trying to humiliate Lin Han in front of the recruiters. A college director agrees, suggesting Lin Han's untestable level makes him a poor investment for the combat drill. The invigilator sneers, telling Lin Han to accept his fate as the other directors have already dismissed him. The school's headmaster looks on with a grim and concerned expression, awaiting the final decision. His rivals smirk, convinced that Lin Han's professional career is over before it even began. But Lin Han boldly argues that a person's strength should be judged on their actual combat performance. The military director agrees, stating the level test is just a preliminary check before the real evaluation. He calls out the other recruiters, questioning their backward methods for scouting exceptional talent. The flustered recruiters quickly change their tune, agreeing to see how Lin Han performs in the second round. The military director turns to the headmaster, seeking his approval for this new arrangement. The headmaster gratefully thanks the director, relieved that Lin Han has been given a second chance. His teacher approaches, reminding him that this is a hard-won opportunity he cannot afford to waste. His teacher passionately encourages him to prove his doubters wrong in the upcoming combat drill. The rival leader interrupts, sneering that Lin Han is nothing more than trash regardless of this second chance. He lets out a derisive laugh, thoroughly enjoying his attempt to publicly humiliate Lin Han. Unfazed, Lin Han calmly invites his rival to continue his empty taunts, unimpressed by the display. His expression turns menacing, promising to deal with his rival permanently during the combat exercise. Lin Han challenges him to settle their score on the battlefield, a challenge the rival angrily accepts. The headmaster officially announces the details of the combat drill, allowing students to form teams of 3. He adds that the entire exam will be live-streamed, with the recruiters watching their every move. His friend approaches, eagerly offering to team up and carry him through the combat portion. Lin Han playfully agrees, patting his friend on the back and accepting his offer to form a team. A female student approaches Lin Han, blushing as she shyly calls his name. She introduces herself as Zhu Ting from another class and asks to join their team. His friend teases him about his newfound popularity, but Lin Han doesn't seem to recognize her. He hesitates, concerned that adding a stranger to the team might compromise his 2 hidden companions. He politely rejects her offer, leaving the hopeful student looking crestfallen. Lin Han kindly suggests that a talented student like her could easily find a much stronger team. His friend complains about the missed opportunity, but Lin Han chides him for his shallow priorities. Zhu Ting refuses to leave, revealing she knows he broke the fantasy realm record and sees him as her best shot at victory. She earnestly pleads for a chance, admitting she's only a level 15 knight but vowing to pull her weight. Her sincerity impresses Lin Han, who smirks, believing she's trustworthy enough to join their ranks. His friend passionately pleads with him to accept the girl's desperate request to join their team. Worn down by his friend's comical begging, Lin Han finally agrees, much to the new girl's starstruck delight. With their roster finalized, they submit the registration form, officially creating their 3-person squad. He hands the form to his teacher, who reviews the names and recognizes their new 3rd member. Lin Han explains that her knight class provides a good strategic fit for their team composition. The teacher reveals she had intended for the school's top student to join him, but his rival recruited her first. Unfazed, Lin Han confidently reassures his teacher, promising their team will claim victory regardless. Flustered by his confidence, she steps back, pretending her only concern was him embarrassing their class. He softens his tone, sincerely advising her to be careful and call him if any trouble arises. Visibly moved by his concern, she embraces him, quietly accepting his offer of protection. His new teammates call him over, ready to enter the portal for the combat exam. He reflects on the people supporting him, feeling a new sense of responsibility. With a determined smirk, he decides it's finally time to unleash his full power. The students arrive in the forbidden wasteland, where the exam is a point-based hunt across tiered zones. Each student is equipped with a wrist device to track scores and call for aid in emergencies. As the exam officially begins, the students charge into the dangerous territory to prove their worth. Elsewhere, his rival's team quickly scores points, arrogantly dispatching a pair of low-level beasts. Meanwhile, the school's top student, Ling Shui, calmly faces down a pack of advancing monsters. She effortlessly summons a butterfly of pure ice energy, preparing to counter the threat. With a single, elegant gesture, she flash freezes the entire group of lizards, demonstrating her immense power. She casually walks away as a notification confirms her team has effortlessly dispatched the monsters. Back at the school, a massive screen broadcasts the students' impressive feats to the public. The recruiters note that Ling Shui's team has already taken a commanding lead, predicting an easy victory. Meanwhile, the scoreboard shows Lin Han's team at the very bottom with a score of 0. His rival and a recruiter mock Lin Han's team, dismissing them as a disgrace with no potential. But his teacher watches with a knowing smile, confident that Lin Han will shock them all. Suddenly, a system-wide warning flashes, alerting the students to a change in the environment. A drone informs them they've entered the high-risk silver zone, much to his friend's panicked surprise. Lin Han smirks, recalling that he's already accustomed to the dangers of this advanced area. He receives a taunting message from his rival, which he dismisses as childish and pathetic. His teammates reveal their shared disdain for the rival, with Shu Ting confirming his unpleasant character from personal experience. Lin Han smirks as a notification pings on his wrist device, presenting an unexpected opportunity. The system offers him a lucrative quest to hunt gold-level beasts, a perfect chance to test his new skills. While his friend worries about their strength, Lin Han explains that the higher-tier beasts are worth the risk. Shu Ting adds to the concern, noting that silver-level beasts are far more dangerous because they hunt in packs. He confidently outlines his plan, telling them to simply contain the enemies while he handles the direct assault. His teammates react with comical shock, stunned by his casual mention of entering the even deadlier gold zone. Lin Han calmly explains that to be champions, they must aim for the highest scores, unaware a beast is stalking them. Their first challenger appears, a level 18 silver-rank corrosion hyena, baring its teeth with malicious intent. He turns to face the threat, his expression hardening as he prepares to prove his strength. His friend clenches his fist, preparing to strike the first blow against the beast. He lands a surprisingly powerful punch, sending the hyena flying as he stares in disbelief. As his friend warns him to be careful, Lin Han calmly faces down the rest of the approaching pack. Lin Han unleashes a sweeping attack, effortlessly neutralizing the entire pack of hyenas in a flash of blue energy. His teammates are left speechless, stunned that he defeated a level 18 beast with such ease. Standing over the defeated monsters, he confirms if his teammates are still willing to follow him into the gold zone. Now filled with confidence, his two companions enthusiastically agree to follow his lead. Back at the school, the recruiters watch in surprise as a warning flashes, confirming Lin Han's team has entered the silver zone. A concerned teacher confronts Lin Han's mentor, furious that he would lead her student into such a dangerous area. But Lin Han's teacher remains perfectly calm, expressing her unwavering faith in his judgment. The invigilator sneers, accusing Lin Han of dragging his teammates into danger out of pure spite. She fiercely confronts the invigilator, questioning his professional ethics for constantly belittling her students. The rival and other onlookers pity Lin Han's teammates, believing they've been dragged down by a liability. But their mockery is cut short as an onlooker stares in shock at a sudden change on the scoreboard. A system notification reveals Lin Han's team has earned 450 points, instantly jumping into the top 10. The surprising update catches the attention of the military director, who recognizes Lin Han's name. Before anyone can react, their score skyrockets again, proving their first success was no fluke. Stunned by the rapid point gain, his teacher urgently orders the staff to display his team's live feed. The footage reveals one of his powerful companions, a giant ant, effortlessly taking down a silver rank beast. His other companion, a majestic thunder beast, unleashes a devastating attack, leaving the spectators in awe of their power. The recruiters realize the Invigilator's assessment was wrong, suspecting these powerful beasts are Lin Han's true trump card. But the Invigilator remains defiant, arguing that 2 beasts are not enough to dominate the entire Silver Zone. On the battlefield, Lin Han's team racks up points, effortlessly clearing waves of monsters. His teacher smirks as another instructor notes his companions are like walking point harvesters sweeping the zone. The Invigilator sweats, realizing with dawning horror that Lin Han's team could actually take first place. Lin Han's teacher smugly reminds her colleague of her earlier doubts, who quickly claims she was only joking. The other teacher now understands why he rejected her offer of a void beast, seeing he already had far superior options. In the wasteland, Lin Han and his companions unleash a flurry of devastating attacks, overwhelming their enemies. His teammates celebrate reaching 5th place only for Shu Ting to correct them. They've already jumped to 3rd. Lin Han stands over the fallen creatures, calmly announcing they've cleared the area and it's time to find more. His teammates marvel at his strength, with Shu Ting noting his combat prowess is unheard of for his supposed level. Lin Han smirks, cryptically hinting that their assumptions about his power are completely wrong. His friends stare in disbelief, their minds racing as they realize he might have already reached the 3rd advancement. His friend jokingly accuses him of cheating to advance so quickly, while Lin Han calmly brushes off the playful grab. With his powerful companions now visible, he declares the Silver Zone conquered and announces their move to the Gold Zone. The live feed broadcasts his bold decision, shocking the teachers who realize his team is heading into the deadliest area. His mentor's expression turns serious, her concern growing as she wonders if he can handle the extreme danger. The biased Invigilator scoffs at the screen, dismissing Lin Han's confidence as arrogance and predicting his swift failure. His teacher fiercely retorts, pointing out the Invigilator's ignorance and highlighting the obvious power of Lin Han's companions. She lectures the examiner on the importance of trusting students, leaving him fuming and speechless at her sharp rebuke. The Invigilator seethes with rage, blaming Lin Han for his brother's fate and vowing to get revenge by teaming up with a rival. Elsewhere in the wasteland, a defeated silver-rank beast lies on the ground, a testament to another team's power. The arrogant rival leader, Feng Yang, boasts about his lead, certain that Lin Han is no longer a threat. His confidence wavers as he receives an urgent notification on his device. The message from the biased Invigilator warns him of Lin Han's rapid climb and provides a map to a powerful beast. Meanwhile, the top student Leng Lingshui cautiously advises her team against venturing deeper into the Silver Zone. She discovers the remains of a recently defeated beast, but finds the area suspiciously empty. Her instincts flare up as she senses an approaching danger, her calm demeanor shifting to high alert. A massive level 20 ape demon bursts onto the scene, just as Feng Yang arrives to propose an alliance with Leng Lingshui. He smirks, revealing he was tipped off by the Invigilator, confident that defeating this monster will secure his victory. The ape demon lunges with blinding speed, catching the terrified rival completely off guard. But before it can strike, a wall of sharp ice spikes erupts from the ground to intercept it. Leng Lingshui unleashes a powerful ice cone attack, striking the beast directly in the chest. The ape roars in fury, only momentarily slowed by the ice clinging to its powerful frame. She angrily scolds her new ally, telling him they must now work together to handle the mess he created. Internally, she seethes with regret, realizing she should never have trusted her reckless teammate. With a surge of raw power, the enraged beast shatters the ice encasing its body. Leng Lingshui summons a massive ice barrier, attempting to halt the creature's relentless charge. The ape demon smashes through her defense with contemptuous ease, ignoring the attack completely. It swings its massive claw, unleashing a devastating blow that craters the ground before them. The massive ape demon looms over Leng Lingshui, who realizes she is completely outmatched. She braces for the inevitable impact, her face pale with strain and desperation. But before the blow lands, Lin Han's primordial beast intercepts the attack, sending the ape demon reeling. Leng Lingshui stares in wide-eyed disbelief at the completely unexpected intervention. She turns to see Lin Han and his Thunderbird, recognizing the legendary student who saved her. He calmly asks why they're in this area, seemingly unfazed by the powerful beast. His primordial beast follows up, relentlessly tearing into the stunned ape demon. The Thunderbird swoops in, gathering a massive charge of purple lightning for its own assault. It unleashes a devastating blast, engulfing the beast as the primordial companion leaps to safety. In an instant, the powerful ape demon lies defeated, a testament to Lin Han's overwhelming strength. Lang Ling Shui stares in disbelief, shocked that Lin Han's companions defeated a level 20 beast so easily. He turns to her, questioning the recklessness that led her to challenge such a powerful monster. His attention then shifts to the rival leader, Feng Yong, who tries to walk away unnoticed. Lin Han admits he sensed the trouble earlier, now regretting that he saved his arrogant rival. Feng Yong cleans his hands, his expression hardening with resentment and bruised pride. He turns back with a furious scowl, refusing to accept that he needed to be rescued. The rival grabs Lin Han's collar, furiously accusing him of stealing his kill and vowing revenge. Lang Ling Shui intervenes, reminding her ungrateful teammate that Lin Han just saved them from certain defeat. He aggressively shoves her hand away, insisting he never needed help to defeat the ape demon.
His arrogant outburst leaves Lang Ling Shui speechless, stunned by his complete lack of gratitude.
Lang Ling Shui delivers a sharp slap, questioning why she wouldn't dare discipline her ungrateful teammate. She coldly reminds him their alliance is purely business, a means to acquire exclusive equipment. Her final warning leaves the rival stunned and speechless, unable to comprehend her audacity. Uninterested in their drama, Lin Han turns to leave, stating his own team is waiting for him. The rival watches him go with a sinister grin, vowing that Lin Han's arrogance will be short-lived. Lin Han smirks back, cryptically hinting at a special gift, waiting for his rival in the gold zone. Meanwhile, his teammates wait anxiously at the edge of the perilous gold zone, wondering about his return. He finally reappears, and his two companions greet him with visible relief. His friend launches himself forward in a comically dramatic and tearful reunion. As his friend panics on the ground, Lin Han calmly reminds him of the extreme dangers that lie ahead. As he tries to calm his friend, a menacing level 28 netherwolf emerges from the shadows behind them. Lin Han's eyes narrow with lethal focus as he instantly assesses the new threat. Without hesitation, he unleashes a powerful blow, sending the beast flying with a single decisive strike. A system notification confirms the kill, marking the first of 10 gold-level beasts for his new quest. He realizes the danger isn't over, recalling that these vicious creatures always hunt in packs. His fears are confirmed as the glowing eyes of an entire wolf pack surround them in the darkness. Lin Han smirks, seeing this ambush not as a threat, but as a perfect warm-up for his newly upgraded companions. He summons his two powerful beasts, ordering them to turn the entire wolf pack into experience points. The primordial beast enters a frenzy, tearing through the wolves and earning her master a level up in the process. The Thunderbird joins the fray with its own devastating assault, securing another level up for Lin Han and his team. Lin Han and his teammates stand victorious, surrounded by the fallen bodies of the entire nether wolf pack. He checks his status, noting the quest is complete but finding it suspicious to have encountered such a powerful pack so soon. To prepare for future threats, he immediately invests all his new attribute points into boosting his strength. His primordial beast, in its smaller form, excitedly scurries towards him to celebrate their victory. The tiny ant leaps into his arms, startling him and his two human companions with its sudden affection. He tries to calm his overly affectionate companion as it nuzzles against his chest, proud of their recent battle. As the ant celebrates, he notices the bloodstains on his shirt are from his companion, realizing it was injured in the fight. The Thunderbird appears, jealously reminding the primordial beast not to monopolize their master's attention. His teammates watch in disbelief, with Shu Ting marveling at his strength and his friend advising her to just get used to it. Turning to his human friends, he offers them the last two weakened wolves as a chance to earn their own experience points. His teammates eagerly approach the weakened wolves, their expressions turning comically menacing as they prepare to finish the job. After dispatching the wolves, his friend checks his device, curious to see how their ranking has changed. He stares in disbelief as the scoreboard reveals they've skyrocketed to first place with a massive lead. Back at the school, the recruiters watch the live feed, stunned by the team's incredible score. The director from Qingsheng College immediately declares his intention to recruit Lin Han, seeing his immense potential. But the Beiqian director scoffs, arguing his own college is the superior choice for a talented beast tamer. Their argument escalates, with the Beiqian representative challenging his rival to a fight to settle the matter. The headmaster and Lin Han's teacher watch in amusement, stunned that the top colleges are fighting over one of their students. The two directors square off, seriously proposing a physical fight to decide who gets to recruit him. The Beiqian director's eyes flare with power, momentarily intimidating his rival as their feud intensifies. The military director interrupts, calmly stating the two recruiters have forgotten the most important person in this discussion. The other directors ask if he's also interested in Lin Han, acknowledging the military academy's superior standing. He clarifies that while he admires Lin Han, the student's own choice is what truly matters. With a stern glare, he orders the bickering recruiters to sit down and wait for the exam to conclude. The two powerful directors are stunned into submission, meekly obeying his command. The school's headmaster is moved to tears, overwhelmed that his students are being fought over by such prestigious institutions. Lin Han's teacher smiles proudly, agreeing that he has earned every bit of this success. Elsewhere, the biased invigilator fumes, ordering his ally Feng Yang to defeat Lin Han at all costs. Back in the wasteland, the rival leader stares at the scoreboard in disbelief, enraged that Lin Han has surpassed him. He rallies his teammate, vowing to reclaim first place and prove his superiority. But Leng Lingsui simply scoffs, mocking his delusional ambition to reclaim first place. He angrily reminds her of their deal for a level 20 weapon, questioning her commitment to their alliance. She dismisses him, claiming she's too exhausted to fight and telling him to earn the points himself. Frustrated, the rival rationalizes that Lin Han's luck will run out, deciding to let him enjoy his brief moment of glory. Sometime later, the exam concludes, and the students return through a portal to the waiting recruiters. A screen confirms the final rankings, showing the rivals' team has secured second place. The headmaster praises their teamwork, singling out Leng Lingshui for her skill in taking down powerful enemies. He then critiques the rivals' recklessness, noting his impatience nearly led to disaster. After praising the two as top talents, the headmaster looks around, wondering why Lin Han hasn't returned yet. The rival smirks, recalling how he secretly smeared demon blood on Lin Han, confident it would attract a fatal beast swarm. Just then, an announcement of Lin Han's return leaves his rival, and Leng Lingshui completely stunned. Lin Han's team stands proudly before the scoreboard, which confirms their first-place victory, much to his friend's amazement. The rival leader stares in utter disbelief, refusing to accept that Lin Han could have possibly survived his devious plan. Lin Han smirks, completely unfazed, wondering why his rival's little trick didn't work as intended. The directors from Qingsheng and Beitian shove the rival aside, rushing eagerly toward their new top prospect. They immediately begin a bidding war, offering scholarships and exclusive support to convince Lin Han to join their respective academies. Lin Han and his teammates are comically flustered by the two directors' overwhelming and aggressive recruitment tactics.